and we ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, you know the deal. We back again. Yo. A round of applause for Jersey's finest. A lot of content creators not worthy, but they minus. They get offended and start singing like the whiners. Talking like they tough, but it's only screaming and whining. My homie JusDueBoxing was the cat you don't come to. Your squad get run through. By the time you come to, you duck food. You suckers talk tough on the internet, revealing all your threats. Now we got you trapped in the net. JusDueBoxing be on this grind, y'all better hustle up. You deadlifted 90 pounds, we doing muscle ups. There's really no comparison. His voice sound like a derringer. Throwing a towel is just embarrassing. My dog Just very philosophical and psychological, and he mixed it all with good boxing news. These YouTubers feel like Bishop, I guess they got the juice, but it's lonely at the top to Just feel like child abuse. Be respectful, he don't want to talk wild and loose. If you can't relate, you get dismissed like a mild dispute. These weird cats will tell lies that they hide the truth. Why beyond views? You lose your life when you collide with dude. It's JusDueBoxing. All you cowards quit jocking. Kirk is official with no other options. Yeah, yo. You know the deal. Judah Ben, we in the spot. JusDueBoxing, yeah. And of course, shout out to Mrs. Do, holding the whole family down. Word 'em up, word 'em up.
What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Salute to the fam. We made it here, man. It's Friday, man. We are 1 day out, man. We 1 day out. Back to get boxing is just do. Y'all know how we take over the airways for a couple hours around this time. Y'all catch this on the playback. Y'all already know, man. Sub to the channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend. JusDueBoxing is back cooking again. Y'all know how we do over here, man. How y'all feeling? We are approaching, man. It is here. It's Friday. It's been fight week all week. Like I told y'all, whenever we get a meaningful fight, you know, the week of that fight, I'm gonna find a different conversation, a different way, a different reason to talk about this fight. And like I said, every day so far, I think we had, you know, some of the same stuff is gonna come up, but I think we had we done a pretty damn good job at really breaking this fight down to, I think, to the last detail. You get what I'm saying? So this is what great fights do. This is what kind of, this is the kind of conversations that great fights call for. Like I said, I for one, when I get something that I've been asking for, that I've been wanting for a long time, I know how to truly sit back and enjoy it, man. So with that, let me say what's up to the fam in the building. Skills, Mr. New Orleans is in the building. What's good, Skills, my bro? Athletic Mind, what's good, family? How you feeling? Skywalker Boxing, my bro. Salute to the voice. Strap season, yes, sir. Will it be the completion of strap season? Or will history be on the side of Terence Crawford? Will he be the first male, 2-division undisputed champion in the 4-belt era? We will find out. Mike, my bro, what's good with it? It was good with it. EJ, the fan page. How you feeling, my bro? Miss Joette, salute to the queen. She says, you so excited. It's almost here. We right here. I be who I be. What's good, family? Sir Ambo was good, Brody. And bro said he bought him an 85-inch to watch this. Hell yeah, it's the perfect time. Enjoy that. Enjoy that, family. Yes, sir. It's Friday. Skid. So Paul, what's good, family? How you feeling, bro? So for better or worse, somebody's O has got to go. Ricky Williams, my bro. Appreciate you stopping through, man. I caught you a cook at the end, Rick, man. Caught you at the end, man. Caught you on the playback. It's always good to hear from the bro, man. Always, always. Salute to the creator of the classic show fighter ratings, man. Salute to my bro, man. Much love to that man, Ricky Williams, man. Undercard boxing was good, family. How you feeling, bro? Johnny Durag, what's going on, fam? Appreciate you, man. Much love and appreciation, bro. How y'all feeling today, man? Y'all punched the like button out one time. Y'all should be undefeated today. Everybody should be 1-0 before they leave up out of here. 1-0. The like button is chinny. All you gotta do is touch it. You know what I'm saying? I know we like knockouts, so everybody should have got their first KO on the way in the building. Ashley's Corner. What's good, cuzzo? How you feeling? Big fish. Yes, sir, man. This is gonna be fun. Again, man. I know we've talked about this and talked about it, but it's here now. It's here now, and every day I see something different or I hear something different that catch my attention. And yeah, man, the like button is like a Mary Khan, chinny glass. You get what I'm saying? It's glass, y'all. It's glass. It is glass. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Salute to my baby girl, Miss JusDueBoxing. How you feeling over there? Appreciate you, baby girl. Rick said, Bud may wait the second time around. My apologies for not having the info to everyone. I updated on my community tab. Man, we know how you do, Rick. We know how you do. We already know. It's all good. And again, I did hear that, bro has some issues. I heard he has some issues with the weight. I don't know how tough it was for him. I'm not about to really even speculate, but I did hear a whisper too, Rick. So he wasn't alone with that one, bro. He wasn't alone. I definitely heard it. I just ain't get to it. Trey was good with it, fam. To wait for Bud to run from his ass, but you already know. Appreciate all y'all in the building, man. Shower Allah, the queen. How you feeling today? Salute to you, queen. Appreciate you stopping. Man, pardon me if I missed you on the way through. Did I? Yeah, I did, man. Man, how did I miss her? Salute to the queen. Shower. Always showing love. Always showing up. How y'all feeling, man? Y'all excited for this fight or what, man? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Is y'all ready to see somebody get dusted off, man? Again, man, this is what good fights are made of. This is what good fights are made of. But I've seen a few other things too, aside from the obvious EJ and Bud fight going on. Y'all favorite fighter, Ben Buterol is back. He cleared, man. For those, I know y'all been waiting patiently, chomping at the bit. Y'all couldn't wait to see y'all man Conor Benn back in the ring. You know what I'm saying? They saying this man's been officially cleared of any wrongdoing. You get what I'm saying? So now y'all get to see y'all favorite welterweight. Yeah, I know Conor Benn was some of y'all favorite welterweight. Y'all get to see your favorite welterweight go out there and be great. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. Got a pass of greens to damn clean. Oh, okay. Tonight we have Senicia Estrada. Yes, sir, man. Salute to Senicia Estrada. I seen her showing up in that lingerie. I see you, girl. I see you super bad showing up in that lingerie. You know what I'm saying? I peeped it. I peeped the lingerie. You get me? Ben versus Boots next in Las Vegas. I'm telling you, man. Somebody got to fight that man. Somebody got to fight that man Boots while EJ and Bud taking care of their business, man. You know what I mean? He said, you cat, it's got to beat though. Yeah, man. It's already like you cleared him at the, no wrongdoing. He already got dragged through the mud pretty much. So now to say that, he's been cleared of any wrongdoing is kind of like putting a Band-Aid on a open wound, right? They're a little bit too late for that. You cat, y'all a little bit too late for that. You get what I'm saying? Y'all a little bit too late. Man, appreciate all y'all, man. Y'all know, man, we in here. It's Friday, man. It's Friday. We here. It's close. It's one day closer. We got one to go. We just got to wake up, y'all. We just got one wake up and some hours to go, man. Got a one wake up and some hours to go. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like that too, Rick. Like, and I get what you're saying because it's the lack of transparency and consistency from all parties involved. You get what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous. Greeks, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? Yes, sir. One more day, man. Man, damn. Hey, you know what else I seen that was very interesting, y'all? Like we all seen that Sean Porter fight, right? Y'all remember those moments in the fight where Sean Porter was getting off and bro was just blocking, shelling up and blocking. Do y'all remember that? Man, where's that video clip at? I need the clip. Y'all know your boy like to provide y'all with the clips, man, so y'all can know what I'm talking about. Man, do y'all remember it? I gotta tell me y'all remember that clip, man. Perfect like ratio. Yeah, let's run them likes right up on them, man. Let's let the people know we here today. Salute to my bro Undercard Boxing in that super chat. Just do. Listen, did you get the roster? Oh man, yo, you know what? It kind of slipped my mind, yo. But I you know what? I think I'm gonna look for it, yo. I really want it. I really want to get it just to, you know, just to have some fun with it, man. I'm glad you reminded me, yo. I gotta look that up when I leave, when I get off, man. I gotta look that up. Salute to my bro Undercard. Yeah, I'm surprised somebody
and we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Undercard. Much love, bro. The Opulent LD TV blessings family. How you feeling, bro? Said been on juice. You get what I'm saying? They say clear now, so man, and again, man, salute to my bro Ricky Williams, man. Yes, sir, man. I did forget. I meant to hit you behind the scenes. I'm still gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you. Sparky Pete, what's good with it, Sparky? How you feeling? Boots and Better Be the two biggest avoided fighters. Boogeyman, man down, man. Yeah, they different, man. So look, DMITRY BIVOL, speaking of Better Beef, DMITRY BIVOL has some interesting to say as well, man. DMITRY BIVOL, guess who DMITRY BIVOL says the most complete fighter out of all of them right now? Guess. Y'all take a wild guess as to who DMITRY BIVOL said is the most complete fighter out of all these dudes right now. You get what I'm saying? Take a wild guess. Yeah, Morrell is that guy. He really is, man. Especially is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Undercard, that man said Bud. He said Bud is the most complete fighter out of all of them. No, he said Bud skits. BIVOL said Bud is the most complete fighter out of all of them. I said, whoa, okay. Interesting, man. Interesting. You know why that comment is so interesting? Because when people assess Errol Spence, I've been asking this for at least a couple weeks now. You know, just for anybody to answer, right? If what is it when it pertains to boxing, right? What is it in the ring that Errol Spence cannot do? What is it that he's incapable of doing in the boxing ring? That's why I tell people, like, it's tough. Like, get what I'm saying? Like, what is it that he can't do? He can fight on the front foot, obviously. He goes to the body. Got a good jab. He can fight backing up. He's responsible defensively. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to he can counter punch as well. He can make you miss, make you pay. Like, I'm trying to understand what is it that I'm missing that Errol Spence that I feel like he can do that he can't. Because when I think of Errol Spence, I think of a complete fighter too. And you know why I say that? I say a complete fighter because, again, what is it that he can't do? I can't come up with many things that he can't do. You get what I'm saying? And then he does these things at a very high level on top of that. And not only can he box, he can fight as well. He know the cheat code. A lot of guys like to be cute and fight at their own pace and box in there, figure things out. You get what I'm saying? And be pretty. But Errol Spence understands that not everybody You know, everybody's willing to box, but not everybody's willing to fight. Get what I'm saying? I'm not saying Terence Crawford's not willing to fight, but we're going to find out just how willing he is to engage come fight night. You get what I'm saying? And this right here, yeah, he said he's the most complete out of all these guys. I'm like, so do anybody think it's a chance that BIVOL haven't seen Boots Ennis? Thank Ant McQueen, my bro. What's good? Was easy to get caught up, man. Aesthetics, right? Isn't pretty. You get what I'm saying? And again, we building, man. We just running it down. Another good boxing conversation to get us to the fight. We gonna be live. We gonna call the fights. We gonna have some fun. We're gonna prioritize things over functionality, man. Talk to him, man. You come right in here talking that talk, man. You come right in here talking that talk to him. That is true. And it's a lot. You know, your boy Just do a lot of reading, man. You know, Derrick James spoke about Terence Crawford. He said, you know, it's his athleticism that makes him dynamic. You know, it's his athleticism that makes him dynamic. And I'm like, I get you. I get where you're going with that, DJ. I get you. But he also feels like, you know, fundamentals and things like that. And the basics beat athleticism and flash any day of the week. And I have to say, I agree with him again. People that's bet money, Crawford will put some stuff to KO Spence. That's crazy. We actually say why Spence will win, not just he will do. Yeah, something crazy. Absolutely, Sparky. Right, bro. Salute to my bro, Earl the Truth Spence Jr., the fan page. What's good, my bro? Appreciate you in that super chat. He says Spence KO round 11. Nonito Donaire KO round 6. Giovanni Cabrera UD. Talk to him, bro. Talk to him, man. Speak it into existence.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute to my bro EJ and that super. Much love, Brody. They get it from the media, busy like anyone else, right? I'm telling you, man. Last Stand podcast. Yeah, I was a little surprised BIVOL said that. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying hey, maybe Dimitri BIVOL ain't seen a Boots Ennis fight yet. You know what I'm saying? Because that's about as complete as they come, man. I'm telling you, Boots Ennis can do everything. Seriously, and at a high level. He's super athletic with everything he do, man. It's so much, you know what I mean, into everything he do, man. Andrew, what's good with it, family? Andrew Gray, how you feeling, bro? LaMarcus, what's good, fam? Ghost, what's good with it, Ghost? He said he's living in the Spence era. Talk to him, man. Talk to him. But so, yeah, man, it's a lot of little stuff to discuss, man. It's a lot going on. Derrick James gave an interview on the Last Stand podcast. Great listen. Yeah, man, I didn't get to check it out. He said, BIVOL tripping. Morrell showed me more levels at a higher level, too. Yeah, Morrell is special, though. He's a special talented guy. But, yeah, he said that, you know, Terence Crawford is the most complete fighter out of all these guys. And I was like, wow. Big statement, Dimitri, but you better look again, man. Gotta look again. We smooth on Bud on the islands. Dimitri. I like Dimitri, man, but I just don't feel like Bud the most complete fighter out of all of them. You know what I'm saying? He's damn sure a hell of a fighter, though. And it ain't much in the ring that he can do as well, right? It's just not everything. It's just like any other fighter. You got strengths, you got weaknesses. You got things you can do at a high level, and then you got things you can do pretty good. And then you just got some things that you can do, but just not at the highest of levels. And that's just what it is. Crawford strength coming. Take a hit. Oh man, y'all crazy. I see it, man. Let me see something. Let me see it. I think a lot of these boxers don't watch boxing. All of his boxers, I think so too, Skits. And you hear it a lot of times when you hear these dudes talk. They be saying they don't watch boxing that often and things like that. And it just make you wonder sometimes. And maybe that's why they're coming up with these assessments that they be having, because they don't watch a lot of the boxing. I mean, maybe that's what it is. See that pack Mike Tyson gave ESG after the fight? Yeah, I spoken that boy. You got to get that to his pops. That's the care package. You just got to go ahead and get that to his pops. You know what I'm saying? Let your pops get that up in them. You know what I'm saying? Let pops get that. Let pops get that bud up in them. You know what I'm saying? Pops could smoke. EJ, you can't. You got a mission. You know what I'm saying? EJ is on a mission, y'all. He on a mission, and he going to accomplish that mission. I think Saturday night will be the completion of strap season. It won't go, it won't be easy. It ain't supposed to be, right? But it will be fun. It will be highly entertaining. I think it won't be boring moments in this fight. I just think it's too much at stake. The fighters, the temperament of the fighters just won't allow for us to see a bad fight. I just don't see it. You get what I'm saying? They're never in boring fights ever. Neither of the guys, respectfully. So I just don't expect it to be no different. I actually expect this to be one of their better showings, to be honest with you, because both of these guys are getting in there with what you would call the absolute best of the best, the cream of the crop, the cream de la creme, as EJ put it. That's what we getting, man. So again, it's gonna be fun to see this from round one all the way into the end, bro. However long it lasts, I can't wait to see this. This is why I've been talking about this all week, and we gonna really enjoy it, bro. He said he's smoking bud brains. Telling you it's gonna be fun, bro. He said that was going to Jamaica, right, man? That's it. If EJ got anything to do about it, they will. You get what I'm saying? They will be going to Jamaica, man. They will. But again, I told y'all before, man, when I seen Monster Inoue win his fight over Cool Boy, and I seen them put the other champion in the ring with him, and they already talking about putting him in there for November, you better believe if the powers that be have it their way, Monster Inoue is going to be the first guy to achieve that history. They don't want Terence Crawford to be the first guy to be a 2-division undisputed champion in the 4-belt era. They don't want him to be the first male. You get what I'm saying? With that feat, I just don't see that. They don't want it. Some bud for the bud fight. You already know. You know your boy stay on top of it. You know it. I'm already there. I'm already there. We locked in for Saturday, man. Only thing I need is my roster, my dread hat. I just need my dread hat. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's something to think about. You said Jamel would be the first. I'm telling y'all, that's something to think about. I'm telling y'all, I don't know how many people really thought about that, but it's possible. You get what I'm saying? That's what Terence Crawford got going for him. That's the history that's on his side for him if he's to be successful. And that's a lot of history. That's not going to be no easy feat. And you get what I'm saying? And that'll be a hell of a fighter to achieve that feat. Fighting Errol Spence, you able to defeat Errol Spence, dethrone him, and take all 3 of his straps. That'd be, man. You know what I mean? Crawford, man, you wouldn't be able to tell Crawford nothing, bro. You won't be able to tell him nothing. He said, that's cool. You a fool, bro. I hope the same thing to myself. They just don't want Crawford or Jamel to be the first 2-time undisputed. I'm telling you, Skits. I'm telling you. And when we say they, we mean the powers that be. We get what I'm saying? As much as we want to, see these guys go out here and perform and do their thing and get a fair shake, we just know how boxing can be sometimes. And again, I think we'll see a great showing come tomorrow night. And I think both guys is gonna come in there prepared to go to war. So it's confirmed by multiple journalists. Yeah, I did see that too. Ghost, I seen that they say he was fighting Regis. I seen it. Salute the shower, man. Appreciate you, Queen. Man, this fight got me thinking. And Nazim Richardson some years back, he spoke about the fight eventually happening, EJ being special, but we don't know how special he is. Right, and I think this fight is going to be a prime example of him showing that, right? Showing that level of special. And I think maybe all this time, it's going to take a certain fighter to bring that level of special out of him that exists within the Errol Spence. And I think he got the perfect opponent to go in there and do that with. I see you, Ghost Joseph. What's good with it, family? How you feeling, bro? Said, bro, having problems making weight. I hope he doesn't come in and fight Drink. Right, he shouldn't. I know Devin Alexander say he felt like both fighters look dry and drained, but I think everybody gonna feel like that. I think people forgetting that these dudes actually had to cut the weight. You know what I mean? Spence beat the same fighters Bud did, but in their prime. Man, right? Crawford, right? Joseph said, how do you join the channel? You mean like a channel member? Spence fight to the level of his opponent. Right? Spence beat the same fighters in their prime, not before retirement like Crawford did. And that's just something that when we examine that, Sparky, people think we taking a dig at Crawford. That's not a dig at Crawford. That's just an observation. We know we feel like we know what we seen when we seen it, right? That's all it is. And timing do matter. The time in which you fight people do matter. People act like it don't. It do. You know what I'm saying? Get him out early. Crawford gonna give him a hard time later on because Bud a late starter. I feel you, Chop was good with it. I look at it like this. It should be a join button, bro. A join button next to the subscribe button. They're eating right now. They're gonna look different at the weigh in this afternoon. Facts. And what I was gonna say, Chop, being a late starter in this fight could really put him in a situation. It could get tricky, right? Because I think the last thing, and this is something that Sean Porter said, for Terence Crawford to be successful, he feels like he needs to avoid a slow start. He got to, neutralize the early success and don't allow no early success for Spence. You get what I'm saying? I think if he starts slow, he can find himself in a sticky situation because the last thing you want to do is find yourself behind multiple rounds against a guy like Errol Spence that, like, just think about something, right? If you start slow, right, you then allow him the opportunity to get on track with his work rate and getting settled into his rhythm, right? And then from that point, he becomes like a train going downhill, right? And he's just hard to stop. You get what I'm saying? So if you allow him to get into that work rate that he likes to get into, it could get sticky. It could get sticky, real sticky. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't think you want to find yourself behind multiple rounds against a guy like EJ, right? Because it'll be tough. It'll be tough to, because now you're essentially putting a lot of pressure on yourself and you're saying that you're just going to win a bunch of these rounds straight. You get what I'm saying? I think that's tough to do. I think you're going to see a lot of ebbs and flows in this fight. You get what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, man, when it's those moments when they're fighting and not boxing, and y'all know what I mean, when it's a fight, it's going to be fun to watch, man. They already weighed in the scenes. I heard Spence 147 years, spot on. Yeah, it said Crawford's like 146.8 and Spence was spot on 147. I mean, right. He has to download first, and I'm telling you, like EJ said, he might download a virus, man. Real talk. You get what I'm saying? He might download a virus, and that's gonna be bad for him. That's the lie. You don't want to download no virus. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to find yourself in no fight with EJ trying to figure it out. My bad, y'all. So the only way work stops to hurt EJ. I'm willing to bet he can't hurt EJ like those other fighters. I just don't think it'll be as easy, man. I think it'll be very tough, in fact, to hurt him the way he hurt some of these other dudes. You know what I'm saying? I think some of these other dudes was primed for the picking, respectfully. And I think that's, and he's a very clever fighter as well. You know what I'm saying? He ain't like these dudes just letting them beat him down, right? But he figures these other guys out. I just think Errol Spence puts you in a situation not to be able to think as much as you would like to. And I think once he starts applying consistent, effective pressure, effective aggression, you get what I'm saying? And he starts to, force you to make a mistake sooner than you're ready to make it. And I think that is where things become interesting. Where it's all about forcing the other guy to be uncomfortable. You get what I'm saying? Santiago, what's good, family? How you feeling? Wizard of Nas, what's good with it, fam? Appreciate you stopping through. It's the shots Errol won't see. It'll be interesting to see for me. That's an absolute fact, bro. That is true. It's the shots that Bud can catch you with that fighters don't see. You get what I'm saying? That can put you in a situation. And that's one thing, Bud Crawford is very good at, right? Setting up the shot and catching you with the one that you don't see. You get what I'm saying? And then that is how he sets up a guy and finishes you. If he gets you hurt with that shot you don't see, he's a very good guy. He's a very good finisher. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to put those punches together to finish the job. You get what I'm saying? But I just don't, see no one single shot like that doing Errol in that way. Anything is possible, right? But I just don't know the likelihood of it. I think the likelihood of it is not high. Like whatever the winner, they're going to have to work. That Crawford, the hardest puncher since American. No Errol moves in all his fights. Educated pressure, right? Was it right? So that's the thing. It's going to be interesting to see how he deals with somebody with, that educated pressure, not just, without a ton of holes in his game, right? We know all guys got flaws and holes in their game, but he don't have those big gaping holes in his game, right? To be that type of pressure fighter that he is, and he's very disciplined and educated behind his jab. So again, it's all about taking advantage of those minute mistakes that either guy makes. It's going to be important for them to capitalize. You get what I'm saying? On the mistakes made to be successful. I think that's going to be the determining factor as well. So I said, I'm bringing guys to mimic fighters to spar everyone, work on my skills. If true, Saturday be first time Buzz sees Spence, right? Earl always got them hands up, absolutely. Yeah, I'm tired of them too, Joe. Pitbull, tired of them, bro. When it hasn't happened yet. Dan lose because I prepares, figuring out the truth, makes adjustments, and adapts while starting faster. That is true, Ghost. He has that ability. Going inside with Spence, he will tear you up. I think that's advantage EJ. Even when you take the pros and cons, both fighters, I still can't split them. Right? It's just one of them fights. It's a pick 'em. I get it. It's a pick 'em. D-Man, bro, man, what's good with it, D-Man? How you feeling, Brody? Appreciate you stopping through. I got Cabrera beating Pitbull. He has beaten 7 undefeated guys. Make of that what you will, right? I didn't know that little stat about him. Seen unseen boxing. How you feeling, family? Appreciate you stopping through. Cabrera can knock out Pitbull. I'm telling you, man. He said he just got to outbox him, and it seems like he understands what he got to do. Make a Pitbull very uncomfortable, bro. Make him very uncomfortable. Make him very uncomfortable in there. You know what I'm saying? There's someone being carted off at the end of the fight. Damn, Joe, you got somebody being carted off? Sheesh. That's an ass whooping right there, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got Cabrera by decision, 11-1. I hope he can pull it off. I really do. So if they go to the card, it's still in from Cabrera. He gotta make it clean, undercard. He just gotta make it clean, bro. Pitbull. I mean, he just gotta make it clean. You see how Pitbull in his face. I'm just tired of the chasing of Tank, man. I'm good on that. I don't want to see it. Yeah, me too. Me too, Wizards. I'm tired of it, bro. I'm praying Crawford don't even have no Eminem walk him out. Hey, Skits, he coming out to lose yourself, bro. Crawford about to come out to lose yourself. Crawford about to come out to lose yourself, bro. I'm telling you. Oh, man. Bro gonna come out to lose yourself. You're gonna come out to lose yourself, Eminem, man. I'm telling you, that's Sean Gibbons back in Pitbull. Nope. That's Sean Gibbons. They tired of that dude, too. Tired of you gonna come out and lose yourself. Man, now you gonna come out there and lose, too. You're gonna lose yourself out there. I'm telling you. That's exactly what's gonna happen. You're gonna lose himself. EJ gonna be in there. I'm telling you, man. They both got black. They both had on their black forces. Both of them fighting. Both of them displaying some black Air Force energy. You know what I'm saying? Crawford just looked so agitated at that press conference, bro. He looked so out of, just agitated. M can't see above from the ass, but we gonna get right. You gonna make it. He gonna M-ass gonna make it worse. He gonna make it worse, bro. Come out there with that. He gonna lose that eyeball. You see Spence with the mouthpiece with the eyeball too. Y'all see it. He got the mouthpiece with the eyeball, man. I'm telling you. Wasn't thinking about Cabrera. He's still training for Tank. That's what I'm saying. Every time you turn around, you talking about some Tank. Like, bro, shut up already, man. Shut up, bro. Shut up. We don't want to see that, bro. Like, you the only one that want that. We get it. You want money. We don't care. We don't want to see it, bro. We don't care about that. Yeah, we like to see fighters get paid, but we like to see them earn it too, bro. You ain't did nothing that would warrant you a Tank Davis fight. Well, you get off it already. Get off it. Get off it. Talking about I can't afford mistakes. We don't care what kind of mistakes you make tomorrow night. You don't get no Tank Davis fight. Go your ass somewhere else. Fight somebody else, man. Fight somebody else, bro. We don't want to see it. We cool on that. Don't want to see it, bro. Nobody got time to be playing with you. Y'all smash that like button for you, bro, man. You can't come out to Barber's Strides as long as they make the ring walk. Facts. We want that payday. We know that. You know what I mean? Fish Grease was good, family. He said Spence should come out to the man right chair by Mystical. 2-2-2 Tank. I'm telling you, Cabrera last night. Right. God self, my guy, my bro. What's good with it? If I was making them other foreigners rich. Yeah, man, he just ain't earned it. That's all it's time to tell. If he earned it, then by all means, but I just don't feel like he earned it. You get what I'm saying? He still needs to understand that you lost to a guy that had one hand. One hand, bro. You don't get no another fight. You lost. You lost. You know what I'm saying? You lost. Get off it already, bro. Let it go. It's cool. But I'm gonna be swollen in the third round. You know what time it is, man. Hey, I tell you what, he just better protect that eye though, because that eye, that ain't no joke, bro. I'm telling you, that eye snatcher joint is real. That's not nothing we making up. We not forcing it, bro. EJ wild. What EJ disrespectful what he be doing to people's eyes. I'm telling you. Crazy. I mean, people gonna be trying with something they don't like. Yeah, man, I'm telling you. You already know. And it's going to be leaking in the first show. I'm telling you, listen. All I'm saying is protect that eye, bro. Protect that eye, because that man got a hell of a jab, and it's very damaging, bro. It's very damaging. It's very damaging what he could do to an eye if you don't protect it, bro. I'm telling you, Errol Spence punches is very disrespectful to the eye sockets of his opponents. I'm telling you. But because his eye, anyone notice? Remember, he had like his joint was a little chopped up for when KELL Brook got him. Somebody pointed out the scar tissue over the eye as well, man. I think salute to 78, man. 78 was talking about that as well, man. He had some scar tissue over the eye that I did see, and I think again that came from the KELL Brook fight. For the rematch. Nah. He can always go up with Santi. He can always go up. EJ be disrespecting ribs too. Yeah, he just disrespectful altogether, bro. Ribs, eye sockets, hips. You get what I'm saying? Liver shots. Bro, just all around disrespectful. You got major scar tissue on the left eye. That's what it was. It is the left eye. It's around the left eye. All I'm saying is scar tissue is a real thing, though. You know what I mean? Scar tissue is a very real thing. Lose a draw. Want to see it twice? Absolutely. I'm surprised PBC didn't add a rematch clause in favor of Fulton. I'm not too surprised, though. I see EJ, man. EJ, man, in these YouTube streets, man. He know about the eye, bro. bro know about the eye, bro can do that. Just imagine what he got coming from EJ. I've been saying that, bro. Look, I think that's real. DK was good with it. EJ also broke Ugas' nose. Yeah, he busted his nose up pretty good, too. He did Danny Garcia, eye bad. He had Lamont Peterson looking like Alf, bro. Do y'all know who Alf is? Do y'all remember Alf? That show, Alf? Yo, EJ had Lamont Peterson looking like Alf, yo, from the show. That thing, Alf? Yo, he had him looking wild in the face. He had bro looking wild in the face, bro. I'm telling you, for dog ain't gonna cat. Yeah, opulent man. My boy got he got dusted off right there. I ain't gonna lie. But remember Alf, y'all? Yo, he had Lamont Peterson looking like Alf, bro. I was like, yo, damn, bro. How you turn that man into Alf? You know what I'm saying? He went from boxer to Alf like in minutes. I was like, damn, bro. EJ, man. All I'm saying is it's like he got the kind of style that you can brace for, but it still do damage. It's like a video game, right? You see how in a video game, remember Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, all that stuff. When you block and your opponent hits you, it still drain your energy. That's EJ. So it's like, even though you know it's coming, what are you going to do to slow it down? That's the big question. Can you slow it down? If not, then you're going to get broke. And that's why he coming. That's why he coming like that. That's why he got that I'm gonna break you energy. Because yo, if you gonna be there for the beating, you gonna take one. You get what I'm saying? You gonna take one. So you gotta make this dude reset. You gotta neutralize his jab. You gotta nullify his pressure, him coming forward. You gotta cancel out his body attack. It's just a lot of different things that he do at a high level that are fundamentally sound that can hurt you. And you just gotta, you gotta be on your P's and Q's to slow this man down. You get what I'm saying? It ain't impossible, but it ain't gonna be easy. Man, I'm telling Elephant Man, he said put Alf from Lamont side by side. I'm telling you. Remember Alf, y'all? I'm telling you, bro, he had that man looking like Alf, the bear looking thing. Yo, yeah, you remember seeing that? I'm saying, you remember? He had him looking like Alf, bro. I was like, damn, bro. Damn, Lamont was looking tore up, bro. I'm like, sheesh, man. But yeah, the legend of the eye, man. It didn't start with Ugas. That's all I'm saying, y'all. He been beating faces up for a long time, bro. He had Chris Van Heerden face looking crazy too. Yeah, Chris Van Heerden face looking crazy. He be doing people bad, yo, bro, disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it, yo. Mikey Garcia had to beg Robert Garcia not to stop the fight, literally. Like, why? So why people be like, he could knock out a lightweight and this, bro, he had to beg his corner not to stop it, and he was never the same again. You better off getting knocked out. Beat the hell out that man, yo. He said, come on, Mikey. Come on, Mikey. You're taking a lot of punishment. Come on, Mikey. I'm telling you, man. EJ disrespectful, bro. Terence Crawford disrespectful. He'll set you up that tap, 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 bang, and it'll be that shot you don't see. Next thing you know, you on the lights on, nobody home, and he jump on you and get you up out of there. So he be getting them TKO stoppages, beating people ass like that. Catch you with that shot you don't see. Usually somebody get too brave or something like that, and he end up taking advantage of the fact that a fighter get too brave with him. You know what I'm saying? But ain't as skilled as him, and he end up, beating their ass because of it. But I think Saturday night it'll be a bit different. You get what I'm saying? A lot different, honestly. Robert cost Mikey his career. I'm telling Mikey did. Robert was trying to save him undercard. He was like, come on, Mikey. Come on, I'm going to stop it. Mikey was pissing me off after every round, bro. He kept raising his hand to let us know he was good. I'm like, bro, don't do that again, yo. Don't do that again. Mikey, you do that again, yo, I'm going to want to fight, bro. Don't raise your hand again after a round is over as if you've been winning. He's kicking your ass. He's kicking your ass. Stop raising your hand and walking over to your corner. You know what I'm saying? Like you not good, bro. I don't care. You're not. You wasn't good. He was beating you down, bro. And he really beat the fighter out of you, man. Yo, he beat Mikey ass so bad. Mikey got beat up, got his bag, and started racing cars. Telling you, say, all right, I'm gonna focus on these cards for a minute. EJ beat the boxing passion out of that man, yo. You get what I'm saying? Mikey was on an absolute tear before he ran into EJ. Let's not forget, he was beating all kind of ass. He got beat up by EJ, and that man said, "Yeah, I'm gonna go race these cars for a little while. I'm gonna just chill. I made enough money in the sport." Then he tried to come back, and it ain't work. It ain't work. Yeah, Mikey could take a punch. Hell yeah, he tough. Mikey is a tough dude, man. He definitely a tough dude. Raise his hand, he beat his ass. Worse, yeah, D man, he was pissing me off. I'm like, bro, why he keep doing that? EJ kicking his boy ass. He keep raising his hand up. Like, bro, you losing. I hope you understand this. Kicking your ass in there, bro. But yeah, man, this is the guy that, you know, Terence Crawford got to deal with Saturday night. You get what I'm saying? Terence Crawford feels like this is his era. He also said that he's never had a close fight. Now, I'm not big on disagreeing with people. Y'all know that by now about me. But what I will say is this. You know, Sean Porter was very close to me. You get what I'm saying? But Sean Porter was a very competitive fight. I mean, you were even told you were down on the cards. Then you came out here and responded like the special fighter you are. You went out there and responded and knocked that man down and finished the job, right? But up until that point, and that was later in the fight, that was on the back half of the fight, that it was tight. That was a close fight. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, in terms of you not having a close fight, that definitely was a close fight. And you know it because you said that was your toughest fight. You get what I'm saying? You said Sean Porter was your toughest fight. So we know what time it is. You get what I'm saying? It's Christmas Eve. I see something. Gonna have a close with the ball either. He ain't fought nobody until Brook and Porter. Yeah, oh man, let me pull something else up, y'all. Let me see something else. Do I got it in here? Do I got it? I gotta upload it. What they said they best wins are. Somebody said what they best wins are, and I think they got it wrong. Let me get it up there. Let me pull this picture up. Pull this picture up. Postal was a close fight. Yeah, he was kicking his ass, I thought. Beating Postal ass. Did Bud miss weight? Did James Wade salute, fam? Nah, he didn't miss weight. But from what I'm understanding, he might have had some difficulty possibly making it initially. But he came in at 146.8, I believe it was. And Errol Spence was spot on. He came in 147 spot on. So nah, he ain't miss weight though. No, I'm talking about, I thought my boy had a deadline. What's up, WBC? Yeah, right. Yeah, 27th. The 27th would have been the deadline, but I did hear that it was he was leaning towards Regis, Jonathan. I don't know if that's solid, but that's what I did hear, that he was leaning towards the Regis fight. Crawford need multiple tries to make 146.8. He was struggling. Boy, was barely standing. I said post on Gamboa with signature wins to do. And you get what I'm saying? But signature to him, you get what I'm saying? Sante L signature to him, but when you stack him up against EJ, it's just a different situation, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what he don't get. We get it. He don't get it. Regis and Haney had to today to agree. It is to be the 28th, so maybe that's what they'll do. You get what I'm saying? But I wanted to pull this up because if y'all see this, y'all see what they got as their signature, their best wins down there. They got Porter, Brook, and Gamboa for Crawford. They got Porter, Ugas, and Garcia. You get what I'm saying, for Spence. But how you gonna have him without having Brook? You got Brook for Crawford, but not for EJ as a best win. I think one of his best wins started with him. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know about that. You get what I'm saying? I think you got to put Brook over there for EJ as well. Signature win was Ricky Burns. Man, I'm telling you, man. So, and just again, it's like, it's not that those are not good wins, right? But when you compare those guys to an Errol Spence, what do you get? Like if he was in a ring with Ricky Burns, he would smash him to bits, as they say in the UK, right? Smash him. You know what I'm saying? Ricky Burns, imagine what he'd do to a Gamboa, like smash him. Again, like these dudes would get ran out the gym, out the ring messing with EJ, man. They wouldn't stand a chance. You get what I'm saying? Some of the guys around here there and told me, yeah. I mean, a good thing is, man, that he whatever issues he had, he figured it out well enough to be able to make this weight for this fight. So we got us a fight. We got us an undisputed fight for the welterweight crown tomorrow. And like I said, Terence Crawford has an opportunity with a lot of history on his side to be the first male, 2-division undisputed champion in the 4-belt era. Let's see if he's going to, accomplish that feat. Like I said, that'd be dope for him. I'm pretty sure if he could accomplish that, but pretty sure a guy like Errol Spence got a lot to say about that on the other end. So we about to see one of the, like I've been saying all week, this fight is everything I think they built it to be, and then some. From the amateur, the reason those shit took so long because Bud so delusional, son really argued the coin toss or what going off. Yeah, man, this is the James way, bro. I was like, man, he just said, yeah, man, take that to the bank. Yeah, the coin toss was weak, yo. Like, this ain't the Super Bowl, bro. Well, like, what you going on? And I don't care what they said. I wasn't no damn coin toss. It was a coin. It wasn't no coin flip. It was a coin flop. Mike Tyson, you bogus. I don't know what that was, man. I don't know what that was, but that wasn't no coin flip. I don't know what the hell you was doing. I don't know if you smoked one before you got up there, but you tripped out, bro. That was terrible. No way EJ chased the boy down, hold out, no tune up. And got this in the bag. EJ is a dog for real. Absolutely, bro. Definitely a dog. The chocolate left hand brownies passed around. Man, yeah, Mike ain't tossed that coin, man. I don't know what the hell that was, man. Man, big finger ass. I don't know how he messed that up. Let me see that people had. I thought Frank just won that. Nah, he had some type of I think some type of silver title, Joe. Something like that. Some type of silver title or something. Some minor titles. It ain't no, you know what I mean? Like they say, he put some money on Craw. I'm telling you, Jonathan, you know it. He already picked. Why would they pick Mike anyway? Why wouldn't they pick a more neutral party? Mike picked one guy or the other. You should have picked like Brian Custer. Brian Custer ain't make no pick. You get what I'm saying? You should have picked a Brian Custer. Neutral guy to flip that coin. More than one. He's supposed like 10 right. See, you know what I'm saying? Right, bro. Right. 817, what's good with it, bro? And the bogus ass belts. Yeah, silver interim, WBC, secondary interim, silver, Italian, whatever, man. Like, get that damn, all these belts out of here, bro. So EJ walked first and then get introduced last. Some weird stuff like that. Did y'all hear that? Did that sound crazy to y'all? You're gonna go first and get introduced last. Like, well, that defeats the purpose, don't it? Like, it's so confusing. Like, yeah, this is Bud. A coin toss, bro. The bro turned this into the damn Super Bowl, bro. Well, I guess it's like a Super Bowl type fight. That's what he's saying, huh? So he gave his Super Bowl vibes with a weak ass coin flop. Brian from Dallas, okay, going for Spence. LaMarcus, it probably is, bro. He probably is. Probably is. Remember BC got in the ring with EJ? Bro got in there with EJ, yo. BC crazy, man. Brian Custer wild out. In fact, a whole bunch of BS. What's good with it? How you feeling, bro? So you playing mind games while she let EJ walk in first. You already know it, D-man. You know it. You know he want to go last. You know he want to go last. This dude, I can't believe, yo, in boxing, this man got people coin flopping, man. That was a coin flop. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Mike, you my guy. My favorite heavyweight, Mike Tyson is. But, bro, you fumbled that rock. You fumbled the rock, man. Fumbled the rock. Rolly versus Ryan. Keep hearing a rumor. Rolly say Ryan say he going to 140 to whoop Rolly ass. He did say that. So we're going to see. We dropped to 1.2. Well, yeah, he got a 817. He came in at Bug came in at 146.8 on 46.8, and EJ came in smack on. You know what I mean? Smack dab on the mark. Marquay, what's good with it, family? How you feeling? Yeah, did a half a flip. Yeah, Mike bogus, bro. Mike was high. That day went right under the table. That's how you know it was a bad flip. It went straight under the table. That boy, I'm telling you, 817. I'm telling you, bro. Me and somebody else was talking about that. Even request a coin flip. It really is, yo. It's very petty. Very petty, Trey. It's very petty, bro. Like, come on. Coin flipping boxing is wild. Like, that's what Just Do draw the line. That's why I draw this imaginary line that I draw, bro. When at the coin toss, bro, why would you want a coin flip? Nutrition and EJ Wright. That's what I'm saying. Undercard, like people keep saying, like he looked dry or this or that. I'm like, man, bro looked like he made that weight good. He wasn't running around trying to hide himself. EJ was running around in tank tops, shirt off, all types of stuff. Like, I don't think he, it was what it was. Of course, he threw a 47 at the end of the day, but we been through that. You know what I'm saying? I think he made the weight is about as healthy as he can make it. You get what I'm saying? I don't think that will be no issue for him in a fight. Probably not even Bud Crawford, but we'll have to see. But because that was surprising to hear. And like I said, y'all, if I'm just saying, if what we're hearing is valid about him having to lose just a little bit of weight, you get what I'm saying? Like needing another try or something like that. Just think there must have been something to him running around with the hoodie at that press conference. You get what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to understand, why he had that big ass hoodie on in Vegas and it's like 100 plus degrees out there. So that is something I couldn't understand. I didn't understand why he was still doing that. You see, EJ just had his shirt on. You know what I'm saying? Regular short sleeve shirt. So he needed to win something. But had on sweaters in summertime, 90-degree weather. You get what I'm saying, James Way? I didn't understand it. That's all. I was just trying to understand it. I was trying to understand what he did and why he did it. All I did was piss off Errol. He already gave Bud more money, but he could at least give him his just due by walking out first. You dig what I'm saying? Get that man his. So my mic muted. Y'all still can hear me, right? Yeah. Mike Biggs boxing, my bro. What's good with it, Mike Biggs? How you feeling, Brody? We walking it down. We getting closer to this fight. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna be one for the ages. It's gonna be one for the ages. Barbara D. Good evening, Queen. How you feeling today? Appreciate you stopping through. It's about who used to it too. EJ is used to having to cut the weight, right? That last minute weight loss can cost them, bro. Absolutely, D man. Absolutely, it could have an effect in terms of fatigue. You get what I'm saying? Your legs being gone, any of that stuff. You get what I'm saying? It's very possible. It's very possible. It's very possible. It's just real. Kyle Cooler, what's going on? Blessings, family. How you feeling, bro? You doing good? That's what I like to hear, man. I'm glad you're doing well over there. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all punched that like button out one time. You know what I'm saying? The like button over here is very chinny, y'all. All y'all got to do is tap him one time in the chin and he out of here. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody. But again, man, we just walking it down. Like I said, whenever we get a meaningful fight, y'all, I'm going to talk about it. That fight week, we going to build on it. You know what I mean? Especially something like this, a fight this big. And again, it's can't miss. This is must-see TV, as they call it, right? This is as good as it get. It just don't get no better than this. It's for all the marbles. It's right on time. I don't understand nobody trying to push that it's too late. No, it's not. It made perfect sense. It's when the belts all got snatched up. Man, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it might be a couple months later than what it should. But right, other than that, it's right on time, man. Right when we needed it. It's before the year was out. They didn't let this year pass got to. Pardon me, y'all, if I'm lagging. I see my connection acting crazy a little bit. Deliano, see what's going on, fam. Say so happy for boxing. Me too, man. This is a good time in boxing, bro. It's a lot to enjoy. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, most look too far into the weight cut without understanding the science of the weight cut. Sometimes maybe, but only thing I can say is if you're hearing that a guy had to, like, you know, some last minute stuff, like that's never usually the case with Crawford. So it would just be a little eyebrow raising, right? It's not nothing to really harp too much on, but it's an observation nonetheless, right? You just make the observation just in case, you know, you see the fight, it might play out a certain way, maybe something happened, and you could look back and say, hey man, maybe the weight cut did bother him, but you know, maybe not. You know what I'm saying? William Lomax was good what he said. That's the same thing I've been telling people. It's 100 degrees in Vegas. You walk around in a hoodie. So that's why I just couldn't understand. Appreciate you stopping through, fam. Salute to you. Optional boxing. What's good with it? I ain't muted. Omega Red, what's going on, family? Let me see something real quick. I'm not muted. Yeah, I ain't mute. It probably was my connection that lagged for a second. Pardon me, y'all, if y'all couldn't hear me for a second, but I ain't mute. Omega Red, what's going on with it, man? Opinionated Boxing, what's good, bro? Yeah, but Bud Crawford, y'all, he feels like this is his era. This is what he said. This is his era, and he never had a close fight. He never had a fight that people think he didn't win. But at the same time, if we're being honest, you know, nobody that you fought in your career that we really think you was going to beat. You get what I'm saying? Or that was going to beat you. So you wasn't picked to lose to none of these guys. I don't think so. So at the end of the day, you know, you still challenged yourself to some degree, right? You definitely did. I can't say he never fought nobody. I just can't say that. I can't take from the entire career of Bud Crawford. I just don't share those thoughts, right? But again, when you peeling back the layers and you're measuring them up to an Errol Spence, it's not saying that he didn't accomplish nothing. It's just like those wins can't stack up to a fighter like him. You get what I'm saying? None of those guys will be able to, come remotely close to beating him in a fight, like I said. So it's just you've been tested in your career, but you haven't been tested to the degree that Errol Spence has been tested. Many people believe that, at least, right? And if you just look at it, right, from the amateurs, you feel like Errol fought the better competition there, right? I fought probably some of the same people, but you feel like Errol was more tested. He was more successful there, right? In the amateur circuit. Then y'all both turned pro. You turned pro first. He turned pro, I believe 4 years after you turned pro in 2008. Errol came in 2012. I think since then, you know where Errol has been at. You've started at 35, moved up to 40, up to 47. We know the journey, right? He just started off with bigger guys. He truly started off at 54, then moved down to 47, made his bones there. And he just been fighting the much bigger guys through the duration of their careers. If you just look at it, right? He didn't go up and down the weight classes, and that's no slight to Bud Crawford. That shows a level of talent, being able to maneuver through multiple weight classes and be that guy, be a top guy, be successful. So as much credit and respect to Bud Crawford and his accomplishments, but those are not gonna matter when you're talking about them two, 1 versus 1. Like, your accomplishments don't factor in when you look at it. Though fight one versus another guy, it don't matter what you accomplish. You get what I'm saying? Have you ever been in a ring with a guy like a Errol Spence? That's the real question. And the same goes for Errol. Have you been in there with a guy like Crawford? And who's more equipped to deal with, something that they haven't seen at this point in their career, right? And you would naturally, people lean towards, or a lot of people lean towards the guy that they feel like is more battle tested because they feel like he's more equipped for the moment. Then when you start breaking down the little things that they do well, you get what I'm saying? Strengths and weaknesses. And you look at the styles, you just got some things that Errol really do in there that can make it a problem for any man that he get in front of, right? And stylistically, like, you just, in some areas, he has a real edge. Asante L, happy born day, bro. I didn't know it was your birthday. Happy born day. Able to tell more when they get in the ring. Right. Deep Waters, right, Deliano. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun. I just like to hear what people think, because everybody see things different. They process different things. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes your eye might catch something mine didn't. But right now, we do know we got two guys that's ready to go. I mean, the weight is made. I don't know how difficult it was for either guy. I just know what's out there, right? And we're going to see how this fight play out. I can't wait to see it, man. I don't know why that Kasky is my boy. Yeah, man. Spence is, and I just think he just defied the odds enough times for people to at least have to consider that he's a bit different than your average guy, or he's a lot different than your average guy. You get what I'm saying? The things that would have broke, you know, certain people, regular people, just have only slowed him down a bit at the most, right? Nothing has really stopped him from really moving closer and closer to his goal, man. He's been one of the most resilient fighters that we got in boxing. I mean, talk about being battle tested, not only battle tested in the ring, in that square circle, but in your actual life. Like, you've been tested, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Through and through, yo. And this dude he just finds a way to prevail. You get what I'm saying? And, you know, you look at Bud Crawford on the other end, 39-0, 30 KOs. I mean, he always finds a way to get the job done. That's what makes this fight so fun. You got dudes that just won't take no for an answer. Two guys that ain't going to want to take a backward step, ain't going to want to, you get what I'm saying, give up the control in that ring. You get what I'm saying? You got two dudes that's typically used to being the boss in there and having things their way. So it's like, oh man, it's gonna be fun to see who iron is sharper. You get what I'm saying? Who's iron is sharper. I mean, truth seeker said Bud by early KO. Hey, look, anything is possible in the sport. I just think a early KO is highly unlikely on either side. You know what I mean? I just think it's less likely. You know what I'm saying? I think the possibilities, the likelihood of it is low, right? But it's still that small possibility, that small window for it, because it's boxing. Anything can happen. But I think when you got guys that are as talented as both, and you know, just with the skills, the resumes, the skill sets, the temperaments, you get what I'm saying, the background, you get what I'm saying. You got two dudes that really is gonna give it everything, man. Neither guy is gonna want to lose. You get what I'm saying? So that's what's gonna make this fight fun. You know what I mean? You got two guys in there that really believe that they're the absolute best in boxing, and they're gonna fight like it. That's what's gonna make the fight special. They don't just say all the right things. They're gonna go in there and fight like it too. You get what I'm saying? They definitely gonna go in there and let it go. You get what I'm saying? Appreciate you, my bro. Undercard being tested makes you stronger than the average. Absolutely. And then when you battle tested, not only in your realm, your profession, which is boxing, and then in real life, actual real life, just tested some unexpected things, and you find a way to prevail and get on top and stay on top. You just gotta give it up for that guy. He's a special dude, man. Special guy. Both of these dudes got things that really make them special fighters, bro. Right? You know what I'm saying? Facts. Bud been tried as well. Has some things happen in his life. So again, they had things that have happened in boxing, in their, you know what I mean, in their careers, and then in their personal lives. I think that make this fight really fun, man. D1 was good with it, my bro. It's Judgment Day tomorrow. You know it, man. You know it. Unlikely to happen, losing confidence or getting your face broken. Right, Mark Clay, man. Right, getting that face broke up. You know what I'm saying? Getting that face broke up. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all already know. Peace and blessings to the boxing fan, man. We just gonna keep building. Better fight break out in the first. It's over with under 6 rounds. Yeah, I feel like that type of style of fight would be more suited to the guy that's more equipped to fight that way, and style is more suited for that type of a fight. You get what I'm saying? Earl's a very physically imposing kind of guy. So if you're telling me that it's going to break out and be a fight, naturally, I'm going to feel like the advantage is going to be with the more physically opposing guy that is, you know, more accustomed to being in the trenches and being in the inside and mixing it up and really hurting you in there. And that's the kind of style that he has. So it's going to be fun to see what pace this fight is fought at, what range, who makes the first mistake. You get what I'm saying? Who lands the first real good shot. All these things make it fun. I'm telling you, no more hiding, bro. Right, man. It's going to be fun, man. If Crawford lose, we will just leave the ring. No comment. We'll make excuses. Just say the best man won. Never seen Crawford take accountability. What do you think, Just Do? That's interesting, bro. Interesting. But I think being that all the things that have been said, DK, all the things that have been said, bro, and some of the things that he said directly out of his mouth, like if he does anything less than give the other guys credit, then he will be like one of the biggest hypocrites. You get what I'm saying? Anything less. And you already know Earl ain't the excuse type of guy, period, right? So I just don't expect that from him if he's to lose and not be successful. But you know, just based off of what Buzz said out of his mouth, you would expect that if he's not to be successful, he's going to know how to give that guy, Errol Spence, his credit and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Because if he don't, we're going to be on his ass. But I would be optimistic in this situation and say he'll have to, because he said so much. You know what I mean? He'll have to just give him his credit and make no excuse. Real gangsters all the way up. I'm telling you, we're not going to stand toe-to-toe with Spence. It wouldn't be in his best interest, in my honest opinion, to stand. Like, I don't think his fighting style is more suited to the toe-to-toe style. But I ain't saying he can't do it. I ain't saying he can't mix it up. He definitely can mix it up, right? But I just don't think that type of fight suits him well. And the reason I say that, like, if you just look at those moments against Sean Porter, you know what I mean, was his actual more recent fight, Avanese and whatever, right? But Sean Porter knows moments where he engaged and made it very physical. If y'all remember how Terence Crawford just shelled up behind the high guard and was allowing Porter to just, you know, kind of just get off a little bit. Like, one could wonder, like, I wonder, could you possibly see that? You know what I'm saying? That would be very, like, it'd be interesting if he get forced in a situation to shell up. It'll get crazy, man. And that's why I come there for the real spill. You already know D1, man. You already know my bro. Low Mac, no matter tell Bud, he down for round one, no cap. I'm telling you, it's gonna be fun as this is gonna be what why we pay our money right here for these type of fights. Constant elevation. Oh man, salute to my family in the building, man. Say EJ had a real black Air Force, but try to be like EJ, it was faded. Yeah, I've never really realized, you know, before this fight, him doing the black Air Force thing. But it's cool to see that his mind is there too. So he feel like he's aware of the black Air Force energy. You know what I'm saying, that EJ brings. So I think he did his best version to come with that same type of energy, and it's gonna be fun to see it spill over into the actual ring where they can really go in there and try to hurt each other, because that's what it's going to be. True to the game. What's good, family? Yes, man. Good luck to both of them. Because, again, no matter what, you know, I always want to highlight that I support boxing. So when you support boxing, you know, you can pick a guy who you think going to win, but you still rock with both guys. You get what I'm saying? There's no, you know, Bud Crawford is somebody I watched whoop many a ass in his career. You know what I'm saying, through the weight classes, and it was fun watching it. You get what I'm saying? And Saturday, I'm pretty sure he's going to give us another fun show, win, lose, or draw. But, you know, I'm picking who I'm picking, but I still rock with boxing at the end of the day. I need to just start burning at a lot of fighters face it all on Saturday night. Right, TK, what's good, family? You're like, man, this fight just going, this the kind of fight that should make everybody want to fight. You get what I'm saying? It's cooking out here on the East Coast. Man, is it, man? It's hot, bro. It's blazing out. I went outside, I immediately start itching. I'm like, man, the heat, you know that's hot. When you go outside, that heat hits you immediately, you just start itching somewhere. Like, damn, woo. Got that black Air Force energy, yeah. Right. A fight, man. Just break out to a fight. We're going to have one of the best fight buggers tired in the 5th. That's going to be tough, opinionated, if he do that, bro. That EJ ain't the guy to get tired in front of. And Bradley going to cry like the security guard, drinking promoters. Mr. Kyler, salute, family. How you feeling, bud? One of those flea market forces you won't wear before they crease you a fool, bro. Dad, he had the flea market forces, man, not the flea market Jones. Fire stick, I hope your TV catches on fire. Yeah, D1. And one thing I want to make sure everybody in here know, like, the fact that I call the fights, you know, and I'm a content creator, and I feel like I use my voice responsibly. I have to pay for these fights, like streaming them. It just won't do boxing justice, and it won't do y'all no justice if I'm trying to call a fight and I'm streaming it. So y'all can rest assured that this fight is paid for, and we gonna rock out, and we gonna enjoy it. We really gonna enjoy it, man. It's gonna be fun. Okay, we Freudians gonna talk trash, right? Right, opinionated. It's all good because it's all fun in here, man. It's entertainment and love for the sport, man. And boy, fan after watching this hot box, Tyson respect what he stands for as a man. The father, yeah, hell of a father, bro. Hell of a family man, yo. And his daughter, his kids, period. They're hellified athletes, bro. His daughter is an amazing track star. Amazing track star, man. His son, a hell of a wrestler. Like, he got some real champions in his own right that he raising over there. I definitely got much respect for Bud Crawford and how he, rock with his family. A family man, and he seemed like a real simple dude. He sounded like a real simple dude, and he love his boxing, bro. He love his boxing, and that's just what it is. Like, again, that's why I always highlight how we can support fighters win, lose, or draw. And this is not like the street. You don't pick sides in boxing. You just pick a guy that you think is going to beat the other one, right? There's no harm in that. That's what makes it fun, right? You know what I mean? We don't take the fun out of it. Some people feel like this fight is too close to pick and they won't pick it. And that's dope too. I get it. Because it's like, some people just don't want to pick. But yeah, man, I rock with him. Kansas City Max, salute, fan. Appreciate you stopping through, man. How you feeling? Pay for you a real one, right? I owe it to y'all. I can't be calling no fight 2 rounds behind because it's lagging. You get what I'm saying? I won't even play myself like that. I won't even dare play myself like that. And the fighters after the fight, right? Jerry Tasker, salute, fans. Spence by split decision in the classic. That's very possible, man. Very possible, Jerry. Salute to you, family. Appreciate you stopping through. Kansas City Max says salute to the chat and the narrative. We in here, facts, man. We over here. We just we rock with boxing, and it's what all of us think. So I like to hear what the people think on how this fight gonna play out. Spence needs to send Crawford to Canada 11. Boxing fan over 30 that still fights is corny. Nah, it's corny. You got to again right. I can't complain about what they give us if I'm not willing to pay for something as great as an Errol Spence. Not even just Errol Spence, the Charlos, any of these fights that have been coming up that been on pay-per-view, they have all been paid for. So it's like I can't have a legit like beef with the fights if I'm not willing to pay for them. You get what I'm saying? It's like, how you gonna complain and you don't even get what I'm saying? So you get what you get if you don't pay for the fights type deal. But I feel like as a true consumer, you find yourself down hundreds of dollars because you in here paying for boxing, then yeah, you have a problem when they give you some BS for your money. You get what I'm saying? Salute to the queen, man. Shower a lot in that cash app. Always showing love, always supporting the grind. Much love and appreciation, Shower.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Breaking news: the fight going 15 for all the boxing fans. Ah, man, that'd be crazy. And betting on the draw just to see people cry. Oh, bag of food. But by the fight, it's a tax right off. Right, man. Look, we enjoying this fight, and I really mean that. I owe it to y'all. I'm not gonna be no round behind. That's why when we watching stuff and somebody be like, "Oh, you behind?" I'll be like, "Yeah, that is not me. It's the program. It'll be the program or me." We sitting in the same house, we might be at 2 separate points. I might be a little couple seconds ahead or behind, but it ain't going to be because I'm streaming. I damn sure ain't. I wouldn't even feel right coming up here streaming the fight, talking about we about that. You get what I'm saying? Like, what? I want to see everything. You dig what I'm saying? Everything. I want to see everything. No cuts, no skips, no pauses. Clean action, man. This fight is for the ages. You want to see every minute of every round, every second of every minute of every round. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy this, man. You already know, bro. Salute to you. Well, appreciate you, fam. Got to. You got over here. And we not fans, bro. You know why we not fans? Well, we boxing supporters because we really support the fighter. We really spending our money. You get what I'm saying? So we ain't even we been past boxing fan. We die hard supporters. You get what I'm saying? And we support the product that's out there, especially when it's worth our buck. We gonna pay for it. You get what I'm saying? We definitely gonna pay for it. Right. Eating Cheetos and crawfish at the post conference. You already know. Everybody get you something good to eat. Crawfish bowl, fish fry, however y'all calling it. Is it gonna be a fish fry? Y'all frying up fish? Or is we frying up we boiling crawfish? My bro Jim, how you feeling, Brody? Appreciate you stopping through. Hopefully a lot of fighters run into each other tonight. Yeah, man, you want to see face-off heaven, right? Everybody face-off. Facts, man. Facts. Spence versus Crawford and Charles versus Canelo is legendary fights. Let's enjoy it. Absolutely. Dante, all boxing talk. What's good with it, family? Mine's paid for. That's what I like to hear. We're going to enjoy this. We supporting the fighters because we want to see boxing win. You get what I'm saying? You really do. Like, that's how much I love this. Like, I really enjoy it. I'll be up here enjoying these fights, calling these fights with y'all. I'll be having fun watching these fights, bro. I'll be watching them. You get what I'm saying? Look, we was up early in the morning calling Cool Boy and Monster, man. That's real supporters right there. We up early. You know what I mean? I was up for something the last time, calling that whole card when he fought Paul Butler. Get what I'm saying? We be here every day, man. We gonna make sure we watch all these fights and stream and not stream. I said stream. We gonna call them. We gonna call them live, and I'm gonna be here watching them with y'all, because that's how we do it. Let's turn my air conditioner on now. It's getting hot in here. Salute to everybody in the building. But yeah, man. So we're gonna see if Crawford is right. Is it his era? Or is it, is he gonna be on the better side of history? But I think that's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough. That's a hell of a feat to try to accomplish when you got Errol Spence on the other side of you, bro. To try to be the first male fighter, the 2 divisions undisputed, 4-belt era, man. EJ ain't going for that, and he understand that history as well, but he ain't going. Let's get it. Mel versus Nello, Maul versus Booba. They got to make this happen, yo. This year, facts. They got to. Got to support boxing. Got to support boxing. You think about that fight with Cool Boy, man. Well, man, Cool Boy is my guy, but Monster just showed me that he's better than what I thought. I already thought he was a hell of a fighter, but he showed me that he's better than I thought, especially the way he won. And I think he beat the best guy at 122 outside of himself. You get what I'm saying? I just think the rest of 22 don't got nothing for Monster. I think he beats the rest of those dudes handily, convincingly, which I think he gonna do. You get what I'm saying? Respect the Cool Boy. Like you win some, you lose some. He dared to be great. He fell short, real short, but ain't no reason to hang his head. Like, he said something about a rematch. I'm not necessarily interested in a rematch because of how the first fight played out. I just feel like that guy is very strong, man. That's just a tough fight to win, right? But, you still tried it. I say you go up to 126 and continue to be great. And you let Monster do what they're going to do, because they're going to put him right in there with the other champion. And he going to be able to become undisputed. I think he'll be able to do it this year. You get what I'm saying? Become undisputed. And he says after he get Marlon in the ring, beat him, he said he's looking to fight maybe like a Casemiro and who else? Luis Neri. And then he said something about going up, Monster did, in the near future, and fighting Robisi Ramirez at 126. So yes, no sleep, man. No sleep. We get our hours in, but we be up in here, closed casket. Right. C Wood, what's going on, family? How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you pulling up. Man, I'm telling you, he said we are definitely going to see it, and I see it tough for both men. Right. See what? It ain't going to be no easy fight. No way. Salute to my bro Jim coming in that Cash App, man. Much love and appreciation, Jim. Always showing
and we ain't
love.
never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
To my bro Jim, man. Much love to you, Brody. Salute to C Wood as well. Let me make sure I ain't missing a lot. Speed kills, right? Keep out Prudy when Frank walked up. We could talk about that again. That was funny. I like that. 817. I said that the first couple moments was a little shaky for KEYSHAWN at first. It looked like he was processing. I'm gonna be honest, it looked like he didn't expect Frank Martin to come over there and do that. You get what I'm saying? Seemed like he didn't expect it, right? But seemed like once he processed it, he responded the right way. And for me, I don't feel like nobody really got the better of this situation, right? I think it needed to happen. It was good for boxing. It's fun, right? The most important takeaways outside of the entertainment that I got from their face-off, 2 very important moments for me. And I'm different, right? I find little stuff that people probably look right past. 2 things. The first couple seconds was a handshake. The last couple seconds was a handshake. That's why I say as long as it's that and they can go back and forth and talk how they want to talk, I thought it was fun. Like nobody got hurt. Nobody had to get extra crazy. But Frank was on timing. He was on timing from the rip. I ain't gonna lie. Frank was on the Frank don't want his name being mentioned unless they fight. And I felt him. Trey was good. What he said with time. Thinking like 7:45, 8, no later than 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. because I think that's around the time stuff get kicked off. But I'm gonna be here probably, no earlier than 7:30ish, but 8 o'clock at the absolute latest. So matter of fact, I'm gonna set that up once I get off here. Whoever rematch he gets a belt at 26. Right. Yeah, I just don't want to see him right away. Like he don't need it right now. You get what I'm saying? What you say? No. Yeah, the first couple seconds he was a little solid, man. It looked like he didn't expect it. My boy was processing. 817, he was processing. My boy was processing. Let's say that, Judge. You have a good point on the couch. Yeah. Oh man, nah, baby girl, she loved the boxing. We got her loving the boxing over here too, man. We got her loving the boxing, and I love it. And Latham, my bro, what's going on with it, Ant? You get your just due just for coming through. What's good with it, Franco? I liked it, Will. I liked it. I think he rebounded after the first initial, because he was a little quiet at first. I truly think he was processing and didn't expect that energy immediately from Frank Martin. It was different, but once he settled in, he like, oh, hold on, hold on, bro. I think F him up. You know what I'm saying? But I like it. Yeah, I really do. Frank is not a big talker. I could appreciate that vibe, that energy. That's like the dog that don't bark, just bite. There's nothing wrong with that. I like it. But I also like KEYSHAWN because I feel like he a guy that talk and he got some bark, but I feel like he got bite with it. You get what I'm saying? I like it. It's good for boxing. I hope they do line that fight up at some point. I really do. It'd be fun to watch, bro. I like Frank Martin, bro. I like him. Ain't nothing not to like. I like Frank Martin. I like KEYSHAWN Davis. I like that moment that they had. And those was the two takeaways for me. Outside of the back and forth, I thought it was fun. A handshake at the beginning, a handshake at the end means mutual respect to me. I could level with that. So maybe, I definitely want to see it later on. Salute to my bro, man. C Wood, man, in that Cash App. Much love, much appreciation.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
There we go. They ain't cut my clip short that time. Salute to C Wood. Thinking with all the talking, right? He all action, bro. Yeah, he was a little shocked at first. He was, Rick, a little first. At first, he was like, oh, hold on. I had to register, Rick. Rick. You had to give him a minute. He was processing. My man was in the Matrix. He had the dark Matrix Morpheus shades on. He was processing, bro. Thrill Hill was good with it, fam. He showing no Frank initial handshake. Oh, did he? I ain't peeped that. I might have to look again, but I did. But again, I am glad that I do look for things like that because it shows you that I think KEYSHAWN is just promoting himself. He having fun. I think he will fight him. You get what I'm saying? We know it's not happening now, right? But I think, they just go about it differently. KEYSHAWN younger. He more brash, more outspoken with it. Frank Martin is more like, hey, man, I'm when we got to fight that. He still don't talk. You can appreciate it, right? Because he ain't just smoking mirrors. Who he is, right? With Frank Martin. But I think I appreciate KEYSHAWN because he could be entertaining in a sense, right? That could be a bit entertaining. To be an outspoken. Everybody can't be quiet like a Frank Martin or Errol Spence. Everybody not those quiet guys, right? So I feel like, again, as long as that man, when he in the ring, he stand on business, I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I do like the way he rebounded, though, but it took him a second. Frank walked over there like, hey, man. Frank was getting interviewed and walked off and said something to him. I said, yeah, Frank's serious, man. I like it, though. I like it. Same with Errol Lorenzo. I like it. So then once he realized Frank wasn't going to tee off in front of the cameras, he found some courage. I think it took him a second, though, because I don't think he was scared of him. I would never say that because he said it. Notice like what I did here, and it's within them just talking back and forth. Frank was like, he a good fighter. It'd be a good fight. Then they asked KEYSHAWN. KEYSHAWN was like, man, I F him up. You get what I'm saying? Feel like I F him up. He ain't on my level. See, it took him a second. It took him a little second, but I felt like he said enough. He said what he needed to say. But Frank Martin, his opening statement was what it was. Look, when we line it up, then we could do it. Other than that, like, he really don't want his name being spoken. But you got to understand this boxing, your name gonna come up because you're a name that's buzzing. You're a good fighter. You're a fighter that everybody is starting to take more notice to with each fight in Frank Martin. So I think that's why his name would come up. And again, you know, it's not to be taken with a grain of salt. His name is coming up because he's a damn good fighter, and not solid, he's a damn good fighter. So shit, Frank ain't know what to say. He almost ain't expect him to get. It's like they kind of surprised each other a little bit, because it's like initially I definitely seen that KEYSHAWN was looking like, hold on, did this dude just walk up on me? Yes, he did, sir. KEYSHAWN got one fight with Frank the other night. I was bored. Even my eyeglasses were not pressed. So baby girl love her some KEYSHAWN, yo. So y'all just gotta know that. Gotta respect Frank. And absolutely, he a fun dude to watch, yo. You just gotta respect it. Checking out the fights tonight. Oh yeah, Estrada, Sinisa, yes sir. Optics are act right, and I'm glad they didn't do it. I'm glad they didn't do that. Right, just enough talking, just enough. But Frank ain't for the talking. He like to fight, bro. And I would never not like a guy that's about the action. He's about the action. He's just not big on talking, bro. He's not a big talker. It's not a big talker. Miami Kid Jay was good with it. Energy stepped to him. Yeah, nervous laugh. And he did, for a second, he looked like he was processing. He just looked like he wasn't prepared for that initial interaction. Like, he's like, oh, this dude just walk up on me. You know what I mean? But it was fun. It was fun, yeah. Right. No disrespect. That's what I like the most. I don't care who I like it though. I like it because that'll be a good ass fight down the line, I think. Expect the more tired Frank. What? Yeah, right. He's talking his talk. He was talking his talk, man. KEYSHAWN. I like KEYSHAWN though. Estrada should beat this girl easy tonight. And I like that. Right. Kurt, my bro, what's good with it? We need Estrada versus Violet. Yeah, man. We need that face off. Ant, you need that face off. I know what you're talking about, baby girl. Say KEYSHAWN is with the smoke. Right. I like it though. They cool. That's cool though, man. But again, it's just you got with those two guys, that's two different. You got a quiet guy and you got a guy that's more outspoken, right? You know what I'm saying? He better keep winning. As long as he's winning, I think he can talk his talk, right? As long as he's standing on business, he can talk his talk. Don't be going in there having like close fights with guys that's not on your level and stuff like that. And he's not doing that, right? Outclassing the hell out of this guy. So again, man, it's fun to see, and I can't wait. I hope that it's an opportunity for them to line it up at some point in their career, because it'll be a good fight, especially KEYSHAWN keep winning, Frank Martin keep winning, and they butt heads or running to each other at some point. Who wouldn't want to see that, right? Because we know we'll get a good fight. We had this little moment to fall back on. Remember, they ran into each other. It's all kind of like what you're saying, 817, kind of like Renzo and EJ in a sense, right? Just on a smaller scale, right? Get what I'm saying? They had a little run into each other face to face, right? Kind of establishing a little, track record and history. And then they, you know what I mean? So I like it. Again, I like it because it's entertaining as long as it don't go left. I'm a big fan of, honest trash talking, a little back and forth, and guys being confident. Like, I like this. I like that stuff. You get what I'm saying? It helps get us through the week. Because, again, I keep highlighting that fights only take place on the weekends, y'all. We only get fights on Saturday, right? You get what I'm saying? Or sometimes occasionally a Friday. But you get what I'm saying? So stuff like this gets you through the week. And it's good entertainment, talk back and forth, especially for the people that rock with Frank heavy and people that rock with KEYSHAWN heavy. I like them both. You get what I'm saying? I think they both talented dudes, man. I think Frank is just a bit ahead, obviously, as a professional, and KEYSHAWN still making his ranks. But I think that'd be a hell of a fight to line up down the line. You get what I'm saying? I think the skill sets, the styles, I think it'll be fun. Get what I'm saying? It'll be fun to watch. And time they're gonna come from my boy. Yeah, he is a little bit. He is a little bit though, because you see him at the bottom. You see him and Frankie at the bottom. What you say, boy? No, it was fun, right? But that boy ain't got a titi. You stupid, yo. You a fool. 817 is a fool, man. Y'all smash the like button for your bro, man. Y'all smash the like button, man. Hold on, let me fix my joint looking lopsided. Yeah, my joint looking lopsided. It's looking lopsided, yo. But yeah, man, Frank and KEYSHAWN, that was fun. That was good entertainment for the fans, for the people, bro. It was, man. All right, back to Buzz, copycat Spence hairstyle. Yeah, man. How y'all feeling about that? Buzz said, hey, man, you go curly, I go curly too. You go black forces, I go black forces too. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? You go nappy, I go nappy too. That's what Bud did. They said, Bud, I heard copycat. They make the fight now. I think they will make some nice bread. Yeah, yeah. I think what they'll do, it's a fight that they definitely could build for later on for sure. Like, I know people hate to hear that when they see a guy trash talking another guy, but I think the reality of it is boxing, right? You're gonna bring up the guys that you feel like are them guys, because that's honestly a compliment when KEYSHAWN bring up a Frank Martin, because you wouldn't be speaking on him if he was trash, right? If you thought he was trash, you wouldn't be talking about him. So it's the fact that you know he's a good fighter, right? And you know that people are aware of him and he's making his name. So you'll bring him up, you get what I'm saying? Or you'll say, I expect you to say, you'll be in fact, see what, you go nap, they would nappy, I go nap, you know what I mean? Frank might lose before he makes it to a KEYSHAWN fight. Talk to him. Unpopular opinion with my bro Kirk, see? Kurt sees something, man. Kurt might see something, man. My bro said he sees something. Keep Pac, no, he can't lose like that right now, right? Keep Pac on it, though. I like this last performance, y'all. I like this last performance. He had a 31-fight veteran in there in front of him. That was his 32nd fight. That was his 9th fight that he was going in there with. I mean, I ain't seen him lose no rounds. I seen him get hit. I seen him some shots that I know he could have not got hit with if he ain't want to, right? I seen him outbox a guy thoroughly, drop him. You get what I'm saying? Drop him. He ain't knock him out. Dude never been stopped, but put hands on him. He put hands on Buddy. So I like to see how he did Patera, experienced vet that never lost in that fashion. He never got beat that handily. You get what I'm saying? So good win. On to the next. I like to see who they line him up in there with next. I kind of see what they're doing with him right now. They're getting that seasoning on him. They putting him in there with fighters that are veterans. Considered veterans, a lot of experience, and he's getting his season in there right now on Monster Fights. We get a fight on Tuesday, right, Kurt, right on the Tuesday. Early is in the morning. You want to see that fight? You better wake up for it, bro. Better wake up early for it. Frank won 1-8 and stopped dude. Who Artem? Him and Artem. Yeah, him and Artem went the distance. Artem, what was his name? Hartunian or something like that. They went the distance, but it was a good fight. It was still a good fight. It's not, for me, like, I ain't have a bunch of negative takeaways from Frank Martin fight over Artem. I wasn't mad that he didn't stop him. Like, he didn't have to stop him. He beat him up. You get what I'm saying? If he won at least 8 or 9 rounds, that's a pretty dominant performance. You get what I'm saying? He just got tested, and a lot of the rounds were competitive, but dude was still losing, and Frank was winning. Had better quality work, obviously. You get what I'm saying? He won that fight convincingly. Fish Creek said, Thurman there, I hope Boots slaps the activator off his head, man. He said that Boots Ennis is the name on the contract for him to feed his family. He said he'll fight him, but it sound good, right? Because I just want to see the dude back in the ring. Think he should have stopped dude? Should have stopped Patera? I'll give him a break on it simply because I just don't think KEYSHAWN is no crazy puncher. I think he got good pop or something like that, right? I don't think concussive puncher. I don't think he's a puncher, right? You can be a boxer with some pop, right? That's what I say about KEYSHAWN. I think he's a boxer with some pop. I think he navigated the rounds real well. I don't think it was impossible for him to get a stoppage, right? I just think that it was a matter of application, right? I think he could have established his jab more, stayed more consistent behind the jab. I think he could have went to his body more on both sides to kind of really tear into his opponent. Get what I'm saying? As far as like output, I think he could have threw more punches. Simply put, I think he had, you know what I mean? Because look at the shape he was in. Dude was in tip-top shape, man. Dude was cut up. He's ready to go. You know what I mean? I think he could have threw more shots for sure, man. I think he could have, though. But it was still a good win. Like, I ain't knocking it. Both guys had decision wins. You get what I'm saying? Neither guy had a knockout. I didn't expect him to knock him out because these guys never been knocked out, right? I'm one of them. I'll give you a break if it's a guy that never been stopped. Unless he's some complete, garbage. But Patera was at least a vet enough to be able to survive, right? I ain't saying he was just surviving, but he couldn't do nothing with KEYSHAWN. He was like 2 steps behind the whole night. Then they only want to fight him because he's 9-0. KEYSHAWN said, wait till you get 18-0. I mean, you can talk about it, yo. He said, wait till you get 18-0. I guess he say that But you got to think it's all how you process that, right? It's all how you process that, right? He's gonna say what he's gonna say, but he's saying he in his mind he could be saying, yo, the only reason they even willing to fight me is because I'm 9-0 right now. If I was 18-0, Frank is about 18 or 19-0, right? I think that's what he's saying. I get to that point, like what they want to fight me, but they'd be at two totally different points, so it wouldn't line up right? But I think that's what he's saying. You get what I'm saying? But it's going to be perceived a certain way because people feel like he's been mentioning Frank Martin, right? So I get it, but it is what it is, man. I still think if the fight happened tomorrow, it'll be a good fight. If the fight happened between Frank Martin and KEYSHAWN Davis tomorrow, it wouldn't be no wash. It wouldn't be no walk in the park. It wouldn't be like some unfair fight. It wouldn't be none of that. You get what I'm saying? Frank might have an edge. You get what I'm saying? He might have an edge, might not. Who knows? But I say it wouldn't be no walk in the park for him. I'm following the game plan, right? He tried to. I said, see, Will he tried to fix what wasn't broken? I think you get what I'm saying with the Derrick James game plan. I don't think he had to fix that. You know what I mean? And tell me 10 more fights. Yeah, I don't. And again, it's all how you look at it, right? I ain't saying he necessarily saying, yo, give me 10 more fights because in 10 more fights, where's Frank Martin going to be? You get what I'm saying? Like, you really want 10 more fights to fight that dude? So that's not realistic. I don't think in that regard. You know what I mean? Where would Frank be at in 10 more fights? You get what I'm saying? So but I think he gets some more seasoning on him. I think that fight would make a lot of sense, man. I think KEYSHAWN Davis is better than people give him credit for. I say this all the time. I seen it with his last performance. Like if he goes out there, Frank goes out there, he fight a guy 12-0, right? He fights a guy 12-0. He don't stop him. He get tested and he lose some rounds, maybe 3 or 4 rounds. He wins 8 or 9 rounds. That's still a convincing victory to me. So I didn't really look at it as an off night. I gave him his credit. I ain't take nothing from him. But I said this. Now watch when KEYSHAWN Davis fight this guy. He gonna go out here and beat this dude. I knew he was gonna beat Patera handily. I've been saying it the whole time. I know people heard me say he was gonna beat him up, and they was gonna still expect more from KEYSHAWN. You beat him up, it's like, oh nah, you should have still did this. The dude won every single round, and while he was beating the dude up, somebody was like, man, well, KEYSHAWN, Frank Martin still had a better opponent. It's like, how could you assess that? Instead of just giving the man his credit, because if the shoe was on the other foot, you would just give Frank Martin the credit for beating a guy 10 rounds and dropping him. If it's KEYSHAWN, it's like, nah, that still ain't enough. And so I kind of seen that with people, and I know that's the disdain. They just don't like KEYSHAWN Davis. But to me, if Frank Martin had the same exact performance KEYSHAWn Davis had, they'll praise it. I know it. They'll praise it. Get what I'm saying? He won every round. I can't expect more. I'm realistic. I don't care what he say out his mouth. He gonna talk, chirp, promote himself. Like, that's what he supposed to do. But I assess him in the ring. Like, these dudes are not world beaters, right? What they're doing right now is putting them in there with experienced guys that are veterans that I think can test them mildly. I don't think they're putting them in there to be beaten up, right? Obviously, they're building them just like any other fighter, right? With 8, 9 fights. So what I'm looking for is how clean are you beating these guys when they put you in there with these guys that you're supposed to beat? Are you dominating? Are the rounds shaky? Is the fights close? For me, the fight's going to be close. KEYSHAWN be dominating this level of opposition that he's in there with. So I think it's safe to say he's solid right now, right? Now I want to see how he looks as they really step it up. Like, we know it's another level. Right now, these dudes are just experienced guys, you know what I mean? I've been around a little bit, can test them a little bit, you know what I mean? Push them, but not beat them, right? I'm not fooled, but that's what a prospect is. You don't put your prospect in there to get beat, right? So he's doing this fighting the same level of opposition a lot of other guys are fighting. But the difference is, I think he's winning these fights like, you know, it's a gap. Like, he's winning these fights convincingly and they're not even close. So that's where my assessment lies. I get that they're not a world beater. I get that's not the elite level talent, right? But he's still building. So I don't expect him to be in there with a killer. But I do expect him to beat these guys up and not even make it close, right? And that's what I feel like he's doing. So I think I'm very straight down the middle when I call it, right? That's what I see. I see him in there beating these guys up and just, you know, handling business. But again, I told you, I seen this. Frank Martin lose a few rounds. It's like, man, he just got tested. That ain't about nothing. KEYSHAWN win 10 rounds, drop a guy. It's like, nah, he still was supposed to do this. He still ain't fighting nobody. It's like, to me, Artem and what was his name? Francesco Patera. You get what I'm saying? Like, we got Artem 12-0. Like, I don't see why he's so much better than Patera. You get what I'm saying? You get 12-0. He already lost a fight, right? So I don't know. I just feel like I think people mistake or mix in how KEYSHAWN talk with what they expect him to be in there with. I think he gonna talk just how he's supposed to. But as long as you get in there, you gotta win, bro, and you gotta be impressive. And I think I'm seeing the guy learning on the job. He figuring some stuff out. You get what I'm saying? I ain't saying he perfect, but I think we got a good, solid prospect for right now. KEYSHAWN got caught with shots that made them chill out. Frank got caught to the body. KEYSHAWN got caught with a right hand. I could feel that. I know y'all see some things in there. Somebody better carry the next 3 bums, top rank, fees him. I just don't think he's that big a puncher, though. I don't. Probably he talk like he 18-0. I think he talk like a prospect talk that is enjoying the moment, bro. I think people just hold him to, like, they hang on to everything he say. I don't know. I think he's just a young dude having fun, bro. You know what I'm saying? He just having fun. That dude just had Artem would beat Patera easily. I mean, I just don't know how I can make that assessment based off what their last fights, because I've never seen Artem fight. The only fight that I've seen Artem fight was against Frank Martin. Like, I've never seen him fight before then. And Patera, respectfully, I've never seen him fight before KEYSHAWN. So for me, I don't know. To me, they're around the same level of guy. Like, to me, it's about around the same level of competition. No, Artem is not no better than what Patera is to me. You get what I'm saying? And Artem had twice the experience. So, I mean, Patera had twice the experience. So I don't know. We'll have to see how Artem looks in the rest of his career. We'll have to see how he look from here. You get what I'm saying? So I just don't know. You get what I'm saying? That ain't KEYSHAWN problem. He handled business. I say that, bro. He beat. I don't know. I just think he did. He beat him. Oh, he said, "Don't ride my name while you get your shit together." I don't know, man. I don't know. I just take it as it's boxing. I just take it as it's boxing. It's boxing, bro. It's just boxing to me. And we could line it up. That's what Frank was trying to say, but I don't know, man. It's boxing. Your name gonna come up because it's like, is that the energy when Frank Martin say he gonna knock Haney out? Like, nobody has an issue with that. You get what I'm saying? But they have an issue with everything KEYSHAWN say. Nobody had an issue with Frank Martin say he only need 2 weeks from his current fight to go in there and knock Devin Haney out. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's who you like versus who you don't like. That's all. I ain't defending everything that dude say. I just think he's a better fighter than what people give him credit for. And even when he proves it, people still say he's supposed to do more. Frank Martin wasn't supposed to do more. KEYSHAWN was supposed to do more with less fights. People didn't even know who Frank Martin fought in his 8th fight. But here we are watching KEYSHAWN's pro debut all the way up into this 9th fight. I'm just trying to make a point. People didn't even know who Frank Martin was fighting in his 8th and 9th fight. 7th, 8th, 9th. It's definitely not his pro debut. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's like, I don't know. I just think it's a little different, man. I think it's a little different. I think that fight is a lot closer than what people think it is right now. I don't say KEYSHAWN beat him, man. Frank Martin, one of them dudes, man. I like him. But I like what I see with KEYSHAWN so far. I don't care about what he talk because I feel like he's young and he doing what young fighters do. He's a guy that talks. It's just like, long as you fight and you win, keep on talking. But as you talk, it's going to be a bullseye on your back. And I think he understands that. You get what I'm saying? As long as he understands what come with it, you get what I'm saying? Yes, we don't pay attention to the bull when it comes to Lord Devin Haney. I know I'm a fair dude. I just know what I observed. And this is not directed at any one person. It's an overall. Like, I see this. People don't like Buddy. He talked too much and it turned people off. I get it. Some people like the Frank Martin approach. Less bark, more bite. Get what I'm saying? I ain't mad at that. I get it. I appreciate both of them because they polar opposites to me. I wasn't calling out any top-ranked fighter with KEYSHAWN, but I don't even think he's calling out Frank Martin. You know what I'm saying? I think it's like it gets overblown. You're supposed to speak of the guys that are top guys. I don't know. Like, he's mentioned more than just Frank Martin. This is all people remember. He said he'd like to fight a Jermaine Ortiz. He said other names and guys that's on top rank. He said this, but people only remember Frank Martin. That's it. I don't know why they feel like it's illegal to speak his name. They're not leaps and bounds away from each other in terms of skill level and talent. They're not. like I said, KEYSHAWN got an Olympic pedigree that's going to make these fights a lot closer for him. To me, I just think that's to me. You know what I mean? I really account for that Olympic pedigree. It's different, man. It's different. But he definitely called out some other top-ranked fighters.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
My boy Darius Bryan doing, man. I'm sick. They still, since they left him off the Cowboys, did my boy dirty like that. Gertz was good with his call confirmation bias. So a lot of people suffer from a bad case of it. Yeah, right. Frank better lighten up with the expectation that his name shouldn't be mentioned. This is the fight game for money. That's where I'm at with. I don't think it's like they made it seem like it's taboo to speak Frank Martin's name. Like, you're supposed to speak his name. If you think he's a guy that'll give you a good fight, speak his name, but you better be willing to fight him when he fight him. He did tell him. What'd he say? He told him what he say? So he said, all I gotta do is holler at my promoter. He said, well, go holler at him. He said it on Twitter. He said, hey, go holler at his promoter. Well, he said, go holler at him. I know Bob Arum need to stand on what he said then, because he said if they make EJ and Bud, he'd make Frank Martin and he'd be willing to make Frank Martin and KEYSHAWN Davis. He did say that. Gertz was good with it. KEYSHAWn goes on IG Live, clowning, talking crap. He's entitled to it, but you gotta accept that people may scrutinize. Yeah, but I don't mind it. Like, it ain't me. I ain't protecting everything he did. I just give y'all my perspective and how I see it. I perceive things he do as entertainment. It's exactly what it is. Because I've also heard interviews where he said things like, I don't dislike none of these dudes. Like, this is boxing. This is what we supposed to do. Like, I actually like these dudes. So I don't think there's no real disdain there. I just think he doing what fighters do. Talking your trash. You know what I mean? Keeping your name out there, letting it be known. I just don't take it that serious, right? I just think it's, it is what it is. It's no different than what other fighters do. You get what I'm saying? At least he actually can fight. At least he actually can fight, and we seen it when he got in the ring the last time. I told you he beat boy ass. You know what I'm saying? And I told you they still was gonna slight him. After I see a dude beat a guy 10-zip, and it's still like I ain't hear one thing. Like, I ain't even hear he did what he was supposed to do. I just heard what he should have did more of. Nobody really. So I was like, yeah, I can't be that guy. I can't be that guy. I'm a fair dude. I'm a realistic dude. If I see a guy go out there and 10-zip somebody and drop him, I don't really. I'm a critique what I can, but overall, he handled business, right? He did what he supposed to do. Go out there and beat the hell out of dude. You know what I mean? Beat his ass. He the best niner. Nah, I ain't say that, but I tell you what, he's a better fighter than what people calling him. And I will say this again. Can anybody in here tell me who Frank Martin's opponent was at 8-0, 9-0? 7-0, 6-0, 5-0, 4-0, 3-0, 2-0, 1-0. Can anybody tell me who Frank Martin's opponents was? Get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know, man. Nine fights in, and I don't know. I think he's a solid prospect, like I've been saying. The way people critique him, it's not showing up when he's in the ring. So the criticism at this point is more so on how he talks, not how he fights, because I'm not seeing a ton of things that, every fighter has holes. He got hit in the fight. He got hit more than he should have. It's little takeaways. It's not saying somebody perfect, but what I'm trying to get people to admit is that the dude is better than what you're saying he is. He's better than what you're saying he is. The dude went out again. Frank Martin goes out and loses 3 or 4 rounds. It's all good. It's nothing. It's nothing to say about that. Nothing. KEYSHAWN 10-zip. Nah, he should have did more. He should have KO'd him. He's supposed to stop him. Frank Martin ain't stop his guy. You get what I'm saying? Nobody say he was supposed to stop Artem. Artem had 12 fights. What was so special about Artem? That's what I want to know. It wasn't nothing special about Artem, just like it wasn't nothing super special about Francesco Patera. That's what I'm getting at. That's the same level of competition, but people won't say it. They won't say it. That's the same level of competition. That's all that was. Some could argue that Patera would be better. Get what I'm saying? Far more experience, like not a 12-0 guy. So again, I'm just calling it how I know I see it. People ain't calling it a good little fighter. Yeah, and that's all I've ever said. I never overstated how good he is as a fighter. But what I'm trying to do is create balance. I'm trying to point out how people are. I think it's more so if people like him or not. I don't care about if you like him. Can he fight? Is he winning? What is he doing that's so bad in the ring that's making him look like you get what I'm saying? What is he doing that's showing you he don't belong? He's progressing from fight to fight. That's what I see. You get what I'm saying? That's all you can do, bro. He's not no world beater. He's not at the elite level. He's not there yet. You get what I'm saying? He got a long ways to go, but I think you just got a solid prospect right now. And I've always said the same thing, a good prospect, matter of fact. I think he's better than solid. You get what I'm saying? I tell you what close fight did he have at 9-0 so far? Because I ain't seen one. I ain't seen a close fight with him. None. I've seen fights where I see he could have did more and things. Like he's not perfect. I'm not saying that, but I ain't seen no close fight yet. I ain't seen one close fight just yet. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You know what I mean? Talking about human nature, just when you talk, you raise expectations. Good, won't be acceptable. But again, I don't care. Again, I'm not gonna focus on how somebody's talking. I'm focused on realistic. Like again, what is it that he's saying that he's not showing? That's why I'm trying to understand. I really want to understand what is he doing that any other young fighter not doing? He ain't the first fighter to start talking. I don't understand it. I don't, because I know I know they can't tell me where is he so bad at in the ring. I don't care about what he talking. He ain't saying nothing different than what everybody else saying, yo. He feel like he nice. I'm telling you, he just outspoken, bro. Everybody can't be Frank Martin. I appreciate what they both bring to the table, to be honest with you. Get what I'm saying? Capping and Camp, he's in too, but it has to skills to get the job done. Again, man, I don't know. I think people just it ain't that deep, bro. I just don't see the guy. Again, if you can't tell me what he's doing wrong in the ring and people gonna keep talking about what he's saying, I'm not focusing on what he's saying. I'm watching him fight. I don't care what he's saying. I'm watching him fight. I don't care about what he's saying. You get what I'm saying? Fighters say a lot of stuff. He won't be the first one. He ain't gonna be the last one. You get what I'm saying? So you can raise the expectation when you talk. That's cool, but you still got to be realistic. You get what I'm saying? What is he doing that's so wrong in the ring? These fights are not close. You get what I'm saying? I know what I see, man. If Frank Martin had the same performance he had, they'd be praising it. KEYSHAWN Davis, you got to do more. So as it, we off that. I ain't protecting him. Y'all can feel how y'all want to feel about KEYSHAWN. I don't give a damn. I don't care. I just know I call it. I focus on how he's fighting, not what he's saying. I don't care about what he's saying. You get what I'm saying? As much as how he's fighting. So that's just me. You know what I mean? Because he came to losing with Derek, called him out. He was say, oh, the 8-0. I remember that. I'm 8-0. Can't say you 8-0 after you called his name, though. You know, like Bo Mack and his team, y'all love me, KEYSHAWN in there. That's the truth. Maybe that's what it is. I just say a good fighter, and I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm realistic. And everybody not going to agree. I'm not here for everybody to agree. I'm just, long as you understand where I'm coming from and I'm within logic and reason, I'm cool. I ain't said nothing crazy about him. I ain't say no world beater. He beats everybody. This, none of that. It's just people can't accept the fact that he's better than what you're saying he is. So you rather, you get what I'm saying? Make it sound like I'm saying something crazy instead of me saying something reasonable. The dude is not a bad fighter. And I heard no type of constructive criticism, no nothing after seeing a guy 10-zip. But again, with the other guys, it's just this, it's just that, and I don't want to hear that. You just don't be calling it down the line, man. People don't like to call it. They don't like oh boy. But I'm cool. I don't care. I don't young kid, 24, 25 years old. I'm not gonna crucify him if he say something that I don't agree with. Get what I'm saying? I'm not like that. You get what I'm saying? You ruin the entertainment when you take it too serious. Like it's cool to see a younger fighter talk his trash a little bit. It's cool to see it, but you better be able to fight. You get what I'm saying? Fandom is awesome, often unreasonable. Support by the channel by hitting that like button. Yeah, punch on the like button. Man, we walking it down to the best fight of this year. I'm calling it. This is gonna be the best fight of the year, man. It's going to be the best fight of the year. We're going to have something to really talk about. You know what I mean? A real good fight. My bad, y'all. And I can't wait to see it. He's 10-zipping. Yeah, he made mistakes. I ain't never say he make no mistakes. Man. Don't make me out this like I'm saying something crazy. People might hear what they want to hear. I just seen a guy 10-zip somebody, and I hear more negative things being said than any positives. What I'm saying, as opposed to a guy losing arguably 3-4 rounds might be generous. He probably won 9 out of the 12 rounds that he fought. I gave the proper amount of credit when people was saying Frank Martin struggled. He didn't look like this. He need this. So again, when I have the same energy, my energy is always the same. I'm just due. I give all fighters their credit. I ain't said nothing crazy that make KEYSHAWN sound like he the greatest or none of that. He's just a good fighter, and people I don't know. They don't like him. But we off that, man. We off it, man. We off it, man. We off it. Keep training with Derrick James 2 at a time. Okay to look it up. Word. So you can't keep calling out everybody and saying he's just this and I'm talking about Bob. Yeah, I don't know. I just look at it as entertainment, man. I think people look at it as too literal. Everything he say, I guess he got to do. I don't know. I don't know. I'm focusing on the guys he actually fighting. I know he gonna talk his trash. He's not doing nothing different than what we seen in the past from any other fighter. He just got to fight. You get what I'm saying? I focus on that more so than what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? He said he remind me too much of Lorenzo. That is his guy. That is his guy. Oh man. But again, DK, you just making my point. We speaking more about how a guy is talking as opposed to how he's fighting. I don't know. And can you tell me what is it so crazy that he's saying? I don't get it. Again, I only hear this. People hang their hat on everything he said when I just pointed out a double standard. Another fighter came out and said, since we talking about what people say, another fighter said something crazy. And I just pointed that out. It's nothing against the fighter, but what he said is crazy. I don't care if you let the interviewer set him up. It's still crazy to respond in that manner. When I said that, it's like crickets. So again, if you're going to hold him to everything he say, hold every fighter to everything they say, not just KEYSHAWN. You get what I'm saying? That's all. I don't care like what he say. Like, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So it's always, I just see a clear, like, people keep talking about what he say. I just told y'all, fighter said he needs 2 weeks from his current fight to knock out Devin Haney, and it'll take him 8 rounds. You won't hear nobody say, get in here and start whining about what he's saying. So that's why I'm like, so why are we focusing so much on what he's saying? Like, I don't really think nothing wrong with it. Like, he talking how a fighter talk. You get what I'm saying? Talking how a fighter talk. What did we just see him go in there and do? Did he win? Know what I mean? Could it have been better? Hell yeah, he could have been better. He got a long way to go, bro. He got a long way to go. Long way to go. Marshall, not Haney out. Dude who lost 4 rounds to a guy we don't know. You know, folks on the street, the hype trains the rap. Also, like Dante pointed out, people like players allegiance to certain fighters' camps. I like all fighters. I like good fighters. I think I think he's a solid fighter. Frank just because we believe Frank. Y'all believe him. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I just pointed it out, but they won't say what he say is crazy. They ignore and be like he's supposed to say that, not what he said. So my point is, if he's supposed to say it because he's a fighter, what Frank said he's supposed to say that, KEYSHAWN is saying exactly what he's supposed to be saying as well. That's the point I'm making. But anyway, let's get off of KEYSHAWN, man. It wasn't supposed to be that deep about KEYSHAWN. It's all good. Y'all feel the way y'all feel. I think he's a solid fighter. I don't think I stated nothing more than that. You get what I'm saying? I just think it's a little better than what people give him credit for, though. Clarissa versus Marshall, U.S. 3rd time undisputed. They talked about making that fight for Clarissa from like a year and a half, maybe year and a half. And they was talking about making it in the States, not over there in the UK again. But I wonder would they still revisit that now that she fights Daisy Green. I wonder would they still make that, because it wouldn't even be worth it really. So just take notes. Right. I got you, 817. And ain't no problem with Martin saying he would knock out Haney. The boxer is supposed to say that. That's crazy than anything KEYSHAWN said. My point exactly. But you won't hear that. You get what I'm saying? But I'm off it though. Salute to him, man. Who just made a video saying that official that Haney is moving up, fighting Regis, but who knows now? I heard that too, Miss Joette. That's what I heard he was doing. I told you I heard that a little while ago. Frank can't F with that. Yeah, man, I feel you, man. They all make good fights for each other, bro. I just hope we do get to see him, so some of the trash talk do resort into actual fights. I do want to see that Shakur versus Loma in October. I would love to see it, bro. I would love to see it. In general, if you keep hauling niggas around, what are you? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just don't know exactly what you're referring to. I think the way I'm looking at boxing is from an entertainment standpoint. I'm not really taking it, you know what I'm saying? I feel like these is young men figuring it out, right? You know what I'm saying? Everything they say ain't gonna be perfect. Everything they say ain't gonna be, you know what I mean? I don't know. Top ranked fighters, but if you on some whole shit, you a hoe. You know how that go. Top ranked, but I just feel like these fighters are young. So I feel like, again, people, I don't know, they mix, it's all lumped in together, man. It's just boxing for me. So I don't really be trying to overanalyze it. Belts are vacant at 135, undisputed 135, coming soon. Probably so. Maybe they pay ass keeping them belts. Man, I don't know what's gonna happen with the belts, but I did hear about the Regis smoke. I did hear about that. It's no surprise there. I mean, he told us that already on Twitter that he had his eyes on Regis. So, I mean, I just don't expect him to sit at 135 too much longer, though. You get what I'm saying? Time ticking, he getting older. You know what I mean? He accomplished what he needed to accomplish. Like, it ain't nothing more for him to accomplish, really, truly at 35 in terms of accomplishments. Outside of fighting a couple of people, but at what risk is the thing? So, you know what I mean? Go ahead up there and get that Regis smoke, and y'all go ahead and give the people a good one. Ooh. Yeah, that's what they saying, man. Yeah, officially going. Yeah, that's where I did hear that. So again, man, salute to Dev Haney, man. Go do your thing. You know he's not going to fight. Like, yeah, Ryan the same standards. Haney back on the zone. Wow. Yeah, they was talking about starting to KEYSHAWN with the top lightweights. Not yet. It's too early. I think it's premature for that. The top lightweights. Too early. He needs some more seasoning. Plenty more. You know what I mean? But for right now, I just think he's a solid, good fighter. I think he's better than solid. I think he's a good fighter. But I ain't gonna go better. I ain't gonna go no higher than that. Norfolk, him and Shakur did really go up together, and both are real solid dudes in their camp. I think so too. I just think I don't know. I try not to overanalyze things. Some situations require you to, go a bit deeper, but I don't know. For this situation, I really was a conversation about fights we had, like Crawford's live about negotiating with BLK. I remember that. They reading off the cards and stuff, right? Shakur versus Loma. Yeah, they need to make that fight. They definitely do. Don't nobody want to see Cambosis fight. Nobody really. After what he just got beat up from pillar to post. But yeah, they do need to make Loma and Shakur. Why not? What else is they gonna do, right? I mean, they got to. But I wonder how they shake out, because I know they probably gonna want to make it for some titles or something like that. But if Dab going up, if he vacate the titles, then them titles go spreading everywhere. Let's see who get first dibs. Let's see who get first dibs on him. I just don't know though. Top 15 lightweight, yeah. And again, if he is at least that, I think that's why I say he's better than what I be hearing people say. You would think he was like a hype job type of fighter. And I'll just say, I don't think he that. You get what I'm saying? I don't think hyped up fighter or nothing like that. He got the machine behind him for sure, though. And they pushing him for sure. But the Haney camp said a lot of things that aren't true. Yeah. I just call it boxing. Like, I don't know. I don't overanalyze it. I just know in this sport, a lot of stuff gets said that don't happen, right? And I don't really you know, I don't really, you know, crucify you, or it depends on what it is and what the situation is. But I just know a lot of times people change their minds, situations change, plans change, you know, circumstances change, like, you know. But definitely, man, he's definitely a good guy, good fighter though, man. I like it. But it gave, that's not what Gabe they said. Boxing got order Frank Marvers, Chris Stevens. October, New Jersey. I love it, bro. I love it. I love that fight. Fuck up your favorite. He might. Not my favorite, but he might. Not my favorite. Oh, shit. Any word on Rolly's sickness, or is Floyd just trying to hold on to his belt? Yeah, I did hear some type of medical situation going on, right? I don't know what it is. What's up with that? That's crazy. I don't know what's up. He top 15, but KEYSHAWN himself says 12 to 15 fights. Be ready for a title shot. I don't care if people train well. I keep it boxing. Right. I don't know. I mean, I be trying to have a conversation, but it don't go nowhere because, and again, I keep saying that people be proving my point. Like, they rather talk about what a fighter is saying than the fighting, like when it pertains to certain fighters. And then when you think about the craziest thing he said, the person probably don't even got that quoted. It's just like, I don't look at it that deep. I think these dudes is young guys, man, talking they trash. And, you know, I deal with people fight by fight basis. You get what I'm saying? And how you look and your fight by fight basis. Now, if we doing a bunch of whole activity, of course I ain't gonna rock with it. But again, I try not to look at that stuff too deep. And I look at it as them just enjoying the sport of boxing, bro. You know what I mean? I had over a Golden Boy. Who signed a Golden Boy again? Undercard. You did send that to me, right? Then somebody signed a Golden Boy? Oh, O'Hara Davies, right? My bad. You did. O'Hara, right? Signed a Golden. Adolfo, what's good, family? How you feeling? Yo, Ennis versus Garcia. On the disciple. Oh, yeah. Izzy. He another one of them Cubans. I see. I wanted to know about him. I wanted to know about Yo Ennis. I say he must be on the fast track, bro. Because they got him in there fighting Sergio Garcia. He fighting dude with 36 fights. And he got, I think, 5 fights right now. Dude got five joints. He got 5 fights. All right, Davis, yeah. Yeah, appreciate you, undercard. That's what it was. It was O'Hara Davis. It was. But what I was gonna say, Conor Benn asked. Conor Benn got some options. Eddie Hearn said Conor Benn, being that he's cleared, he got options. I wanted to mention that before we slid up out of here. He said Josh Taylor was an option for Conor Benn, KELL, BROOK. Josh Taylor, KELL, BROOK, and who's the other guy? Chris EUBANK. Yeah, so yo, and this is nice. I never seen him fight. Yeah, I'm assuming he is because, you know, oftentimes they're not gonna put a guy with that few fights in there with somebody with that many. You get what I'm saying? With a experienced vet like Sergio Garcia. Sergio got like 36, I think he 34-2. Get what I'm saying? I think he was at 34-2. Big Dog Willie, what's good with it, my bro? How you feeling? Mike, what's good? He said that was a coin drop. Yeah, coin drop, right? He dropped that coin, bro. He ain't flip it. He ain't flipped that joint. Mike ain't flipped that joint at all. That was the worst flip I seen off of Fat Finger Mike. Done fumbled the coin flip, bro. Come by freedom, yeah, right. It took him long enough, right? Took him long enough. But Conor Benn, man, we gonna see what he made of. Like, again, all eyes gonna be on that dude when he come back, man. A lot of people gonna be waiting to see what he look like and what he don't look like. And again, man, just to wrap up, BIVOL said he felt like Bud Crawford is the most complete fighter in boxing. You know, everybody had their opinion. I'm not big on disagreeing. I just feel like, you know, I think Boots Ennis is very complete in terms of being able to do everything, man. I think when I think of complete and I look at him as a young athlete, you know, complete fighter that comes to mind, I said Boots Ennis is one of them fighters. Errol Spence comes to mind because he can do everything. I've always said that too. I know Gomez got rid of Goose. And right, yeah, he got rid of Jean Jacket Joe Dante. I don't know why he ever had him, bro. Conor versus Boots would do numbers. Just to see it, Eggman get beat down. I'm telling you, Trey. Let's see it, man. Let's see it. But look, y'all, We here now. We just one wake up away. We're 1 wake up and some hours away from seeing this fight that we all want to see. That's gonna be worth our time, energy, money, effort, all the arguing, all the back and forth, all the times you got cursed out over this fight. It's gonna all come to a head Saturday night, tomorrow night, and we gonna enjoy a classic, man. A classic, man. So y'all, salute to everybody in the building. Y'all make sure y'all tune in because we gonna be live for these fights tomorrow, y'all. We will be calling the action, and we will see who's gonna become the is it gonna be the completion of strap season, or is Terence Crawford gonna be the first male 2 division undisputed world champion in this 4-belt era? Let's see it, man. But with that, man, we gonna get up out of here, family. Y'all make sure y'all punch that like button, sub to the channel. Make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Friday, man. Y'all tap in tomorrow, man. We gonna cook for these fights, man. We gonna have some fun. We gonna have some fun, man. We gonna have some fun with Bud Filet the Big Fish, right? Or will it be a crawfish boil or a fish fry? You know what I'm saying? Crawfish boil, fish fry. Miss Joe, salute to the queen. Appreciate you as well. Salute to everybody in the super chat, everybody in the Cash App. Much love and appreciation to all the family in the building. Enjoy y'all Friday. Sub to my Brody Undercard Boxing. If y'all haven't, go rock out my boy. He be putting in that work over there, you know. And we gonna keep growing, y'all. Yeah, man. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate everybody that subs to the channels, to this that supports us content creators, man. You can't be this is how you grow, man, with the support of the fan. So with that, y'all, we will split provider one side of the ass whooping the cement position. That's the truth. Absolutely right. Will it be one-way traffic on his side? Will it be the fight of their life? Will both fighters, you know, walk out of there saying that was the toughest fight I ever had in my life? I think that's a real possibility too, though. Right, I like that, bro. Find out Saturday, July 29th. Salute to my bro, Ant McQueen, man. Much love and appreciation, family. We up out of here on this one. Peace, y'all.